Hey, what's happening, folks? This is Casey Jewett here.
Hello, I'm Brandon Watson.
I've been in the brewing industry for about 6 years now. I've worked for Megaton, Ingenious Brewing Company.
I've been in the craft industry for the last 3 years. I started at Backpew and I've been with Megaton as the sales manager for the last year and a half.
I've been a sales rep for Deca Beer Co. for about a year now, and I also run their social media accounts.
I'm the creator of a local Houston-made drinking card game called F Your Liver. Welcome to the Beer Someone podcast. Hey everybody, and welcome to Beer Someone, episode 16 at Thistle Draft Shop. And I'm here with Hugh Hait, and I got Casey Jewett. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great, y'all. How are y'all?
You doing good?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here, as we always are.
This is my, I think this is the first time I've ever actually like drinking at Thistle. I've been to the Golden Finch a couple times.
I've had a beer here once, but that was when I was just out doing my routes, and it was my last stop, so I had a beer.
You're a regular here, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I am here pretty much every Tuesday for their trivia, and then if we have special events, we had our oldest's rehearsal dinner here. And I usually do, although we skipped it this year, but we usually do my birthday party actually in this very room that we're in.
Nice,
Yeah?
that's cool.
We're in the back room right now. I guess it's closed off for events. The music's not as loud. It's kind of
They're
like
jamming today. It's Friday, y'all. Like,
they are jamming.
It's popping. Like the music is up. It's popping in there. It's a good vibe. What time is it? 3-ish, 3:30.
Yeah, 20 to 4.
There's already been
We're
quite a
starting
few
a little
people in
late.
here. So, So you've been doing the trivia here for how long?
Oh gosh, probably 3+ years at least.
Okay, yeah.
Is it like a day of the week, a day in the month?
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah, so I will hype the trivia here, and also my boss, because I actually work for him as well as one of my other jobs. So it's Justin who owns Live Play Games. I know you guys both do trivia and music bingo and all that kind of stuff, but he's here every Monday with a game show. He's here every Tuesday Game show. We can talk about that. He's here every Tuesday with a general knowledge trivia, the old school, fill it out on the paper, 60 questions, 6 rounds, 10 questions a round. And then on Thursdays, he's here with music bingo.
Right on. That's cool.
But you're not just a trivia guy. Like, what else do you do, Hugh?
Drink beer.
Yeah.
Actually, most everyone I know we're big on BTH. Most everyone in BTH knows. I tout myself as the Texas Beer Realtor. And now, as of earlier this year, I'm also the Texas Beer Lender. I got my mortgage lender's license. So now my wife does I still have my real estate license. I still have I'm still technically a realtor, although I don't do any business, never have. Everything's done on my wife's name.
Right.
She's the realtor, I'm the lender. We give everybody 3 options. I just happen to be one of them. It's up to them if they choose. Some do, some don't.
Right.
Some people don't want me to see their paycheck stubs, and I respect that.
Fair enough. Yeah. But you guys mainly y'all's operations are selling homes.
Yes, that is my main job. Is we are buyers agents, listing agents, basically all residential. Don't have an opportunity to do a lot of commercial.
Well, I'm going to apologize up front because I just bought a home 2 weeks ago and I didn't hit you up, and I'm sorry.
He's on my list because I'm not there yet to buy a home yet, but when I am, he's on my list to call first.
I'm not expecting to get everybody's business, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Who people want to work with me, that's great.
You get a cool beer basket though if you get a house with him.
I want a beer basket.
I
I didn't get shit other than the house.
I'm telling you, he hooks it up.
Yeah, you guys got to check out the Instagram, TX Beer Realtor or TXBeerLender.com.
So that's your tag on Instagram, right? But is that like your email address as well?
Hugh at TXBeerRealtor.com.
Yeah,
Hugh
Beer
at
Realtor.
TXBeerLender.com.
Yeah.
Got to rep the shirt today.
How did beer and realty, how did that come together?
So, gosh, we've been doing this for 10+ years. Every realtor needs their niche.
A gimmick?
Not even a gimmick, just their niche. You know,
People
my
don't
wife,
like it when I say the word gimmick.
No, because there's a difference between a gimmick. A gimmick is to
not
get
magic.
somebody to like you or to trick them. I kind of feel.
Well,
like.
a gimmick is
Tom took it as
Anyway,
too.
so my issue is the fact that where do I want to put my marketing dollars?
Yeah.
I'm going to put my marketing dollars towards people that I want to hang out with, that I like, which is beer people. You know, that's really where it came from, is the fact that where's my niche? Because we're not focused on a particular part of town, not focused on a particular neighborhood. We don't focus just on listings. We don't focus just on buyers. We'll take anything and everything, do everything we can. And I want to work with the folks that want to work with me.
Okay.
And yeah, we have a great time. So I've done quite a few people in Beer Tasting Houston. We've helped them. Most recently, you guys know Peter Wynn.
I think so.
Yes, I know of him. I've never met him.
Him and Ian Karcher, who are the biggest fans of Houston beer on the planet.
Yeah.
That's facetious, but
I knew. I was like, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Anyway,
I know it's a lot of.
No, that's why I teased him, and in his basket, he got "We Love Houston" beer cookies.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they definitely love beer, but
yeah, no,
Yeah.
they're good people. I just want to work with them.
yeah.
Worked with I'm trying to think Courtney and Christian Arnold from BTH.
Yeah.
down
Oh,
in
yeah.
the Pearland area. And Joel Cervantes is in BTH. I'd have to go back through and remember, you know what I mean, all the people.
Yeah.
that
Now,
we've dealt with.
I definitely wanted to talk about like the beer Facebook groups with you because that's how I met you,
Yeah.
and that's how we were talking about this before the
You're
podcast
very
started.
active in beer tasting Houston.
I mean, he was the admin of Craft Beer
Houston Craft Beer Society. I was an
Houston Craft
admin.
Beer Society.
Yeah.
Before I decided to go to be the Texas Beer Realtor, because I just didn't think that was the right thing to do, to be
Yeah.
an admin in a Facebook group and trying to generate business for myself. So I stepped down.
Did you think
Okay.
that it was unethical, or did you think that it was just not a good
didn't
look?
It just didn't sit right with me.
Yeah. Okay.
I just think like, hey, if I'm going to be out here promoting myself, I shouldn't be an admin of a beer group.
Yeah.
Because it makes me look like I've got special
I
privileges.
felt really special the one time before, like long before I met Hugh. I posted a random picture of he's now 7, Knox, my 7-year-old. He was a baby and he was sitting in his bumbo, and I had a crowler from Hop Stop, and I posted a photo on Beer Tasting. He made it it was like the background.
Oh yeah.
You
Cover
made it
photo.
like the background photo, and I was like, oh, that's super cool.
Yeah.
So that made us feel special and included in the group, and I like when people do things like that, especially when I was relatively new back then. That was a long time ago, and I would like to. Can you give any insight into how things transition from Houston Craft Beer Society being the premier beer group, and then how did BTH kick their ass? How did that happen?
That's interesting.
A lot of it came with the fact that all the original 3 admins. So it was originally that HCBS was started by Ricky Lundy and his brother Sean, and then they added me, added some other people. I think it's been so long I haven't thought about it in forever. I mean, I'm still a member, but I never like.
How many
post
years are we
there.
thinking? Like,
What do you mean? How far back?
how long was this
it?
ago? Like maybe 10, 15 years?
It was at least 8.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. At least
Okay,
8
8
years ago.
years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ricky left. I stepped down as an admin. I'll be honest. I saw that BTH group and I was like, "What's this? Let's check it out." And originally, I'll be honest. I originally kind of started trolling that group a little bit
Yeah?
because we thought it was inferior to HCBS.
Yeah, it was at
And
first.
then I realized it was some cool people in there.
Yeah.
And so it's
That's
just,
like
it's
the
just kind
main
of
one
take
now,
over.
right? That's
It
like-
really is.
Yeah.
I remember because I was much of a lurker. I didn't comment or post a whole lot. I would like people's comments and stuff, especially when they got like good digs on people. But I remember noticing that Craft Beer Society was definitely had more followers, more interactions, more
Yeah, it
engagement.
was, like, I
but
wanna
Beer
say-
Tasting Houston slowly crept and crept and crept and crept, and it got to
Yeah.
where it was.
I'm in Craft Beer Society, but is it still active at all?
Not
It's
really.
not. There's so many people in there that you get a lot of randos that are. I hate to say, I'm not trying to be a dick, but there are people in there that still think Carbach is craft and they'll
Yeah.
post their love street or something. You know, like I still see stuff like that
Yeah.
occasionally.
Do you feel the need?
there's just
when you're
not a lot of
talking to
engagement.
Somebody and they tell you they like craft and they start listing the craft breweries and they say Carbach. Do you feel the need to tell them that's not
Nope.
really craft?
It depends on what I'm
I
doing.
do
and-
sometimes.
I
It
try
depends on
not.
the-
I try not to, but
Yeah.
I bite my
every
tongue
once
more
in a
often
while,
now.
that kind of dick side
It,
of me.
yeah,
comes
it depends
out.
on the type of person, on the conversation, the person I'm talking to. There's a lot of
Yeah.
times it just doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So I mean, at one point, I want to say there was 6, 7, 8,000 people in HCBS. I don't know where BTH is now.
I don't know
Like
the
I said, I'm not
numbers.
an
It's like
admin.
4,000 people.
Yeah.
It's not a whole lot.
Yeah.
It's just
But
more active.
It's pretty tight, which is
Yeah.
good. I mean, it's like I said, I met some good people and sold a lot of homes through there, so I'm not
Yeah.
going to complain a bit.
Right. But you were never an admin of BTH.
No, never
Okay.
was.
Right on.
Never asked to be. It was always, it was funny. It's HCBS versus BTH always was like a north side versus south side thing.
Okay.
Because Lundy was up here, I'm up here. Seems like most of the BTH
Is that
admin
really-
people are south.
Okay.
You know, think about your original admins with like CW and now Purser, they're down in Dickinson,
right?
All that kind of stuff.
Okay, that does make sense.
It was
And I
always
do
the
feel
north
like
side
every
versus
time they
south
did
side.
any type of voting, any polls, it was always South Side heavy. Like
Yeah.
it was a lot of South Side love, which I loved.
Yeah, a lot of saloon door love. And
Yeah, it
Well,
was
that's where those
interesting.
guys are from.
Yeah.
Right, I get it. I get it. I never understood that was. I didn't know everybody as well back then as I do now. Even like Jay Purser. I've actually never met him either, but we're friends on Facebook. And
Purser's one of my best friends. So
Yeah.
he's a great guy.
he seems like a great guy. I follow him, and I even like his just general random bullshit that he puts out there
Yeah.
because he seems like a cool dude. And so, aside from beer and whatnot,
Yeah, and he makes some good mead too. If you've not
Okay.
had his mead, so it's funny because there's a North Side John and a South Side John that both make mead. So there's John Moore up in Conroe.
I've been there.
No, John Moore is Void Meadery homebrew.
Oh, what's the one
You're thinking
next
the
to
firm.
the Faust, the
Yeah,
mead-
the firm.
the firm. Okay,
The firm.
that is
meadery.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
of.
no, that's the but he's actually.
I don't know the owners of either of
Yeah,
those.
no,
places.
but so anyway, so John homebrewer, Void Meadery, and then there's Mason Jar Meadery, which is Jonathan Purser. He goes by Jay. Long story. He's gonna go back to John soon.
Okay.
So
Jay didn't work out.
it was a work thing, and he got tagged in something he didn't think he should be tagged in, didn't want people to see. So
Oh, yeah.
wow.
changed. It wasn't anything like illegal. It was just trying to stay low key.
yeah. You
I
got to
don't
kind
want
of
to. I don't want to like air dirty laundry. It's not. But anyway, his name is Jonathan Purser. He's gonna go back to Jonathan.
yeah.
Okay.
Right on.
Because I
Okay.
literally called him like, "What the fuck is this Jay thing, dude? You're not Jay. You've never been Jay."
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
So anyway, but he makes mead too. So I'm waiting for the two of them to collab
Yeah.
on stuff. But
Well, a mead collaboration.
One thing that I definitely was excited to ask about because I never knew the origin of DGM, and I would love to hear the story because I don't think I'm the only one. I think a lot of people would like to know
How
the
did I
story of how
become-
that started.
how
and-
did-
GM.
DGM,
You
Dirty
don't
Glass-
know about this?
Dirty
Mafia.
Glass
Oh,
Mafia.
yeah.
Okay.
I commented at one point. There is a Dirty Glass Mafia Special Victims Unit Facebook group where we post all the DGM.
Yeah, but I'm in
gotta
too
be-
many already.
Anyway, I'm in all of them. Anyway, it started at HCBS and somebody posted it, and I tagged DGM, and then my friend Jeremy Klutz posted I remember this scene with more nudity, and I posted the shame, ringing the bell, where she was actually naked. Yep. And I said, of course you do. And it just kind of spiraled way out of control to where we now get tagged.
But why did
every
he
post.
Why did he say that though?
I have no idea. I will have to ask him sometime.
You don't even know.
I don't even know why he said that.
Can we call him?
Well, because I posted the shame gift, and he said I remember that scene with more nudity because in the movie she
There
actually
is.
was nude.
Yeah.
when she's ringing the bell. But in
And
the
you
gift,
say, of course you do.
and of course you do.
Yeah.
and that's just literally where it came from.
And so it has to happen. Anytime somebody posts a picture of a glass that's dirty, it's got bubbles all on the side of it.
Wait, as long as it's not a plastic.
Hey,
glass,
you know what?
there
I
is no
think you're
such
doing
thing
a
as-
Oh,
service.
yeah, yeah,
There
yeah.
is no such thing as plastic
So
glass.
you won't come
DGM.
after somebody that's
I think you're
plastic.
doing a
No.
service because it keeps people on their toes.
Yeah,
And it's in a fun way.
Although it can be. So there was one time I'm going to air Val's dirty laundry. Somebody posted a picture from Valinson's, and I always say something like, paging Jeremy Klutz to the blank whatever DGM phone, right? In this case, it was at Valinson's, and it was I thought Val taught his people how to clean glasses better than this phone. I got an angry text from Val saying, "You motherfucker." That was a plastic glass. It was that clean that I thought it was glass.
Right.
And so I immediately posted a retraction. And then the next time I saw him, I brought him a peace offering from Arizona.
Fair enough. Okay.
And we're good, but-
right on. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is kind of funny though, because I could see, especially, a lot of times we're drinking when we're doing these things on Facebook sometimes. Like, it happens when you're in, sometimes when we're drinking, we get a little,
I posted my own DGM before unintentionally.
yeah. Yeah. I remember I did it during, it was when we were without power for our house was without power for 8 days. What was this, last year or year before?
Barrel?
Barrel, yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was last year, and we were without power, and I went to a roadhouse, and I had a super, it was dirty as fuck, and it was a shiner, and I was like, I don't even care anymore. And then, of course, he did it. Yeah, they did their thing,
Yep.
and I kind of was, you kind of almost expect it if you know it's coming.
No, I've had multiple. This is the first. Well, we found out it wasn't the first time we've met, but
Yeah.
I've had multiple conversations with multiple people at breweries talking about you and talking about Like I
I
said,
hope
you set
they
a
know it's
standard,
in-
though.
I
No,
hope they know it's in good fun.
It
I am in no
they
way
should
trying
by
to
now.
shame someone.
Right.
It's literally just.
But sometimes it's not just what y'all do. It's like sometimes it's what other people will
Oh,
jump in.
we'll
They're
get
like
tagged by like 7 people.
they're getting inundated with all these people. They're like throw up emojis and they're just like, how dare you even post that?
Yes, forever unclean. the forever
Like
unclean
yeah,
emo-
like you
yeah.
should have sent that back.
Exactly. Well, I'll get tagged multiple times from multiple people.
It is funny, and what's really funny too is y'all have had to work around. They've changed the gifts a little bit.
Yeah.
So where you have to kind of
I have to find the shame. For a while there, that shame gift was gone.
yeah.
And so I had to find another one that had I think it had a unicorn on it. So we did that one.
Yeah. I love
Unicorn.
it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it was a unicorn. It was a unicorn dressed up as ringing the bell saying shame
Yeah.
underneath it.
Now I've never met Jeremy Klutz, but I have read and I have liked some of his comments over the past few years. I should not few years, but that guy seems like a very funny and very interesting guy. He seems very witty.
He's very
character.
witty and he's very good about taking a joke. He's in a couple of group chats. He's in one of my fantasy football leagues. It's actually an HCBS fantasy football league that goes back like 12 years.
Wow.
So it's actually kind of fun. It's one of my favorite leagues. Instead of being money, it's 12-man league. And I say that the entry fee, which I collect after the season's over, but before the Super Bowl.
Oh, you
is-
run this league.
Yeah, I'm the commissioner. We do $50 worth of beer, wine, liquor. As long retail or secondary, I don't care, and I don't care if you bring me an 8-ounce can. I don't care if you bring a 3-liter bottle. That's one bottle. So bring me $50 worth of beer, and then we split that up between first, second, third, and high points.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never played fantasy football and know very little about fantasy
It's
football.
Dungeons and Dragons for jocks.
It's really
Yeah.
fun, and if you use ESPN, it suggests.
Oh, you do fantasy?
I've
There's
done
a lot
it.
of beer
I don't
leagues.
do it.
I'm
I've
in-
done it. I've done it.
I'm in way too many leagues. I've got.
There's one at Vallison's too.
I've got. Yeah.
You in
That's,
that one?
No, that's the BTH league that they were
Okay.
doing. So
I've been invited to them.
This is still my HCBS.
The thing
league
is, the
from
app
12
will
years
tell you
ago.
what to do. You just need to check it every week and kind of do it, kind of work with what it says, and you'll learn. And then if you do what I did, the first year I did it, I had 3 guys on my team that were on the Atlanta Falcons, and then here I am sitting at a bar watching the Atlanta Falcons, cheering them on when they're fucking making touchdowns.
Yes, I
And I'm
like
that's
gambling
what makes
for that
it fun.
reason. It gets me
Yeah.
more invested. But
I would have
it is
never
kinda
rooted for the
gambling.
Atlanta
You make
Falcons.
money. It's a lot more work than I want to do.
It is
my gambling.
I've got. So I haven't even had my first draft yet. So I have 2 drafts tomorrow, 2 drafts on Tuesday, and a draft on Wednesday night before the season starts.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I told
And
my
then-
wife I wanted to do one, but we missed the boat. We didn't. We never do it, so we're
Yeah.
never invited. So I have
Well,
to kind of find.
I do have 2 suicide leagues that friends of mine run, which you could do, which might be a little kind of a gateway
I'm okay,
drug.
but Casey.
All right. So a suicide league, do you know what that is?
No, I'll hear.
It is, you don't have to pick players. You're picking one team a week. You don't have to pick
Okay.
a spread. You're picking that team to win. Here's the difference. Once you pick that team to win, you can't pick them to win the rest of the season. So if you pick the Eagles week 1, you can't pick the Eagles to win again the entire season.
Interesting.
Last man standing. I got a buddy of mine in Pennsylvania, runs the league, been doing it for 20 years. $20 per entry. Each person can have multiple entries up to 12. So if you want to spend $240, you can. Last man standing. Last year there were 685 entries.
Whoa!
It's $13,000.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Somebody won.
That's amazing.
Okay, maybe I will play fantasy football.
This is just a suicide league. It's just an entry. It's a reason for you to look.
And,
You know what I mean?
the whole like how much money you put in is all dependent upon what the group decides, right? So like if you don't want to do a big buy-in, you don't have to.
I've got 2 leagues that are free. The $50 league, a $100 league, and a $25 league.
Yeah, I think I like football, but I don't know. I guess I have so many other things that I'm into and that I like to do, so I can't dedicate myself to it like some people can.
I don't really like football.
I love football, but I don't love it like some people do, like where they know like their wives and kids' names, they know all the plays, they know all the little.
You know
all
what?
the stats
There
and
was a
stuff.
time period when I was in the Army where I loved football. I was because everybody had different teams. We were all from different places,
Yeah.
so we were all talking shit all the time.
and that's also fun.
Yeah.
And we had a pretty good team in Houston at the time. We had like Arian Foster and J.J. Watt. And
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that.
Anyway.
Was that 2000?
8,
like
9, 10, 11,
2010 through 2014 was when I was.
Yeah, it was
in.
back when J.J. Watt was swatting balls out of the air, and it was good times. But then we got exposed by the
But
Packers, and then we
Yeah.
got exposed by the Patriots. Yeah, they
but
kicked our.
it's fun. So we got a
teeth in.
family league, and actually last year my soon to be daughter-in-law. So we have 5 kids, number 1 through 5.
wow.
This is number 2's fiance, and my wife were actually in the championship.
Oh yeah.
So the girls beat all the boys.
Wow.
That's fun.
So yeah,
fun.
we have
It does
a good
make
time.
it fun.
I spend way too much time on it, but I enjoy it. So hey,
Spend what time you like. That's
Exactly.
what we do this.
You
week.
only do
Yeah,
it
doing
for
spend
how
too
many
much
months
time.
out of the year? It's not
yeah,
like
3 or 4. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, you're done because you're done
Okay.
before the playoffs start.
Right.
You're actually done. We are finished. So if there's 17 weeks in the season, you have to be done by week 16.
Are you drinking a lot of craft beer while you're doing the leagues?
Of course. I literally every time I draft, I have a shirt on that says I drink and draft.
Okay. I also want to say I love the show, The League. When that was
That's
on.
great.
That was
That's
a fun
fantastic
show.
show.
Well, I do want to talk about the beers we're
Yeah.
drinking today. I got Galveston Islands Lager. I can't. Do you know what that's called off the top of the head?
we were just. I almost ordered it.
Cheers, Leo.
Shoot, yeah. Cheers, Leo.
Let's go get a
Remember what
menu.
it's called. I have to get a menu. And we're drinking the Great Heights Lager.
Yeah.
Oh, you
But-
both want Great Heights? They
Well,
didn't-
yeah, I was going to have her get me a little snack, and then I was like, I don't have to make Mariah walk all the way around the bar.
I
so
asked for what lagers. They didn't say there was a Great Heights.
It's on the
lager
menu.
Yeah. There's
Oh, I didn't look at the
It's
menu.
a
I just had the
Pils.
bartender
I'll call
suggest.
I'll call it a lager. It's technically their pills.
Okay.
but
Right, yeah.
Pills or lager, call it good enough. So
What's it called?
good question.
I don't remember. I was hoping you remembered.
No, I don't remember.
It's on the menu. We can grab the
Is
menu
it
in a little
good?
bit. It
Oh,
is
it's
good. Yeah.
delicious. I mean,
Stacy.
it's
I'm
hard to
almost
make.
done
Great
with it.
Heights doesn't really make a bad beer. So.
Right.
Yeah.
is
And I
that?
want to say Galveston Island pulled off this lager that I also don't know the name of.
Oh yeah.
We had to come in and get set up, and so we were really kind of just
It
getting
was a
it.
little delayed.
Yeah. So we didn't really get a chance to check out everything as much as we would have liked to.
peruse, but that's all right. I brought
Yeah.
some beers to share.
Yeah, I don't
brought
know if
some
we
beers,
spotlighted this or not yet about this place, but this is a bottle shop. So this is not just a bar that you can come and drink at. This is a place where you can also buy lots of really great products
Take home.
to take home,
Yes.
bottles and 6-packs and
And
singles,
including your favorite THC stuff.
and THC.
And they actually even had, for a while, they had Eighth Wonder's lemonade on tap
Okay,
here.
Which
so
is
this
regular lemonade?
Yeah. No, they're THC lemonade.
oh, it's a okay.
yeah, they're
They
Wonder
got
Water.
anything
Wonder
that's
Water.
stronger than, I don't know, 20 milligrams, 15 milligrams?
I don't know. I'll be honest. So, as I like to say, in my 2-state, 3-school, 7-year tour of undergrad, I did enough of that where I know it's not my thing anymore.
Oh, yeah?
So it's just not.
Really?
I stay away
Never
from
again.
it. It's just not my thing. I like with beer that I know, hey, if I'm sitting down and drinking and I stand up, I know I need to stop, and I can control that to some extent. I don't like that feeling. It's just not for me. Hey, if it works
no,
for other
for sure.
people, I got no issue with it. I
Yeah.
got plenty of kids
To
that
each
are
of
into
their
it.
own.
Yeah, but yeah, that's nice. They do have it here. So
Yeah, that's generally what we hear when we talk to people about whether it's on the podcast or in just out in general. But people are kind of like, "This is it just doesn't work for me."
yeah,
And they've tried it; they're open to it, but it's like this just doesn't vibe with me.
absolutely.
And that's
But
okay.
Going back to Thistle, so the reason I love the place is because you very rarely find a place like this that has incredible beer and incredible food. If you haven't eaten here before, highly
What should I get
encouraging it.
food wise if I order something?
What are you in the mood for? And I can tell you what to get.
I don't even know.
I have to check out the menu.
Okay, so so if you just want something like light, so they do chicharrones with their own house-made hot sauce, and it also comes with queso, and they're fresh out of the oven. Squeeze the lime on them. I get them every Tuesday, and that's usually my dinner because I try to only drink my carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my other favorite thing to get, they got a steak sandwich on the menu that's amazing. They've got a BFC, Tennessee or Nashville hot chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah, I've heard that's
But my
good.
favorite thing to do is to get a BF Caesar, which is you get their Caesar salad and have them put the Nashville hot chicken on top.
Oh shit, that
Okay.
sounds amazing.
So the BF Caesar is
throw that in a tortilla. Shit.
no, just as is. It is.
Oh,
it is
I
fantastic.
just-
So
I like- I'm a
like I
rap
said,
guy.
very very rarely do you find a place where the beer and the food are equal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Usually it's always like the beer's great and the food
I'll probably
is
order something on the break.
mediocre, or the food is really good and the beer is mediocre. Fire ant. Sorry, what?
Oh wow.
Sorry.
Dude, did
You
you,
heard
ever
it
eat
here
at Sylvia's?
What?
Did you ever eat at Sylvia's? That was
No.
owned by them?
No.
Talking about the same place that's in
Yeah, it's in Tomball. It's right
Tomball,
next
yeah.
door. It's owned by the same people.
Yeah.
It's a pizza place next to
Well,
fire.
it closed.
The-
It
Yes,
closed,
It
sadly.
closed. It closed.
Their pizza and I had an Italian sandwich there that I felt like I was fucking in Italy. It was so
Nice.
good. It was the mozzarella was so fresh. They like the bread was baked fresh. That he heated up in the pizza oven. Like it just, man. It was just a really well-made sandwich. And then me and Dennis, the owner of Gastrocraft, met up one day because he lives over in that area.
Yeah.
And we split a pizza in that sandwich, and I was just like, "Oh my god, the pizzas!" I don't like to say snob because I'm not a dick about it, but I definitely
you're
have
a pizza nerd the same way you're a beer nerd, which is
yes.
you're passionate, but you're not an asshole.
He's a
Right.
food nerd.
or an unintentional asshole.
right. Yeah,
There's a
there you go.
difference.
Yeah, you
'Cause
go.
We've all been an unintentional asshole.
Exactly.
about it.
But I really do love pizza, and I find it hard to find really good pizza in the Houston area, and that was banger pizza, and they were using like Caputo flour, like expensive Italian flour and
Yeah.
shit, and like I'm like, dude, they're doing it legit. Closed because nobody was showing up. I guess I think I don't know. I don't want to speak on their demographic over there because
I was
like,
in,
location.
I feel
That's all-
yeah,
that's
it
what
could just be
always is.
location.
I was going to say I was in Tomball yesterday, and I was talking to Casey on the phone as I was pulling up to Texas chocolate and barbecue. Tejas chocolate and
Tejas is
barbecue.
amazing.
Yeah.
Really great. I've been working with them for years. And I'm talking to Casey. I'm like, I'm about to pull up to this place. He's like, you're kidding. And what did you say?
I was like, I'm 5 minutes from there. I was literally that's where I was headed. This is random yesterday. We randomly ran into each other on Tomball,
And
which
Thursdays is pastrami day too there.
and then we
They
had
were busy.
pastrami.
Oh yeah.
We
we
did.
both-
It was really good.
Thursdays
good.
is pastrami's day.
They hooked
Sundays
us
is burn ends day.
yeah.
Love their burn ends if you've not
Their
been
food's
there.
incredible.
Really
Everything
great
I've had
food.
there has been amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, their food is so good. I want to go to Corkscrew, but
Corkscrew's delicious. I mean, it's got a Michelin star for a reason.
yeah,
And then it's around the corner from Excalibur too.
that's another place that's kind of not in the exact same area, but it's relatively not far.
15 minutes,
Yeah.
25 with, rush hour traffic.
But yeah, they got their Michelin. What was a Michelin?
Michelin star.
I thought it was a
one
bib.
star.
Okay.
I don't know if you said, do you live over here?
Yeah, I'm like 15 minutes away. I'm over off of like 99 in Champion Forest.
Okay. So this is your hunting ground.
This is my honey. So I am a firm believer in you are never more intoxicated than you are 30 minutes after you stop drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Try never be more than 20 minutes away from home.
Okay. And
That's just science.
so this
I
is
can agree with that.
so this is your spot.
This is my spot. I'm here every Tuesday. I'm here for special events, all that kind of stuff.
What are your other spots?
So my other spots are work related because I'm gone 3 nights a week. So like on the weekends, I'm usually not going anywhere.
Okay.
So Mondays, I host trivia right across the street at Rotolo's.
I know.
And on Wednesdays, I'm at Paradigm.
Okay.
And actually, speaking of Fire Ant and Paradigm, the chef that opened up Fire Ant, and if you had their food, it actually is really good food, is
I've had
now
their pizza.
over at Paradigm.
Oh, yeah?
So the Paradigm, and they've got a new brewer in the last 18 months or so. So if you've not had Paradigm beer lately,
Yeah.
it's a whole lot better.
I went on
is.
Father's Day. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
We started
It's
doing
good,
the
and
resin
then-
project, and it was just
Yeah, and then their food is fantastic. So I'm there I'm at Rotolo's every Monday. You always check my story, and then I'm at Paradigm every Wednesday,
Very cool.
very cool.
and I'm here every Tuesday pretty much, except for this coming Tuesday.
And I've ran into you at countless events. I know at Lagerfest, you helped me kind of get set up over there.
Yeah, so I volunteer at Lagerfest. Speaking of Foss, if I can make another plug, their Oktoberfest is coming up on the 27th of September.
Okay.
Nice.
And I'll be hosting it again.
Nice.
They'll do men's and women's Stein hoisting. They got wiener dog races. They'll probably have the Berlin Food Factory truck up there again, which if you've not had, their schnitzel is amazing.
Hey, whenever there's an excuse to go to Faust, like
For real, dude.
Voss
Like,
is, he last year, so he's doing the same fest beer in Martzen, and last year he ran through 160 gallons of each.
I honestly,
pretty much in a day.
That Foss is probably in my top. We don't really talk about our top fives a lot, but I
Yeah.
think they might
We
be.
will
in
one
mine.
day.
I've been giving serious thought to that all day. By the way, I was writing myself notes because I'm ready for that question.
You ready for that question?
I am so prepared for that question.
Okay.
It'll come later.
Yes,
We'll
I
come
know it
later.
will.
I like Paradigm lately as well, and I like the guys that run it. I see them out in the wild.
Josh
They're-
and Craig.
Yeah, they're
A good salesman too.
they're great salesmen. They're both very
Beer's
tall.
good.
Is everybody
Yeah.
tall at Paradigm?
Yeah. I met their new sales guy. I think his name is Chris. I think he's only started in the last month or so. He didn't even know that we did trivia there on Wednesdays.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He's that new, and he was, I guess tall-ish, but not like he's not the 6'3", 6'4".
Oh, I thought that was a requirement.
I apparently not. I'm just under 6 foot, and I'm there. But
We're talking
Yeah.
about doing a
Working for
dodgeball tournament, pitch 25. They're not allowed to come.
Yeah, right. No shit.
but they're easier, but they can't move as well. You know what I
That's
mean?
right. They're a bigger target.
It's a bigger target.
And Rotolos, I used to sell beer in the day to them as back.
What'd you call it?
Am I saying it wrong?
Rotolos.
Rotolos.
Yeah.
Rotolos.
Sound like
Yeah.
a candy I want to eat.
I used to sell
Rotolos.
beer
Yeah.
back to them when they were Backview, but they stopped doing so much craft. Are they doing more craft
They
again?
do some craft. They are really tight with HDC.
Yeah.
She's really tight with the HDC guys.
Yep.
So you've got right now there's always Ghost on tap. She's tight with the Paradigm guys as well. So
Yep.
it is what it is. I'm just there to do trivia, get paid.
Really good
go
pizza.
home.
Yeah.
Pizza's actually good too.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Is there anything you want to talk about in particular while we're here?
Oh gosh. Well, first I want to thank you guys for inviting me.
Oh,
Yeah.
of
So
course.
I know I've been told that I'm one of the few people that's officially in the Houston beer biz.
You are a face of Houston craft beer.
Which
You
is
are one of 'em.
terrifying, but that's okay.
But I think let me just not to interrupt you, but I
No.
do kind of want to just say that I think it's because of your persona. You're so good about. You're not a dick. You're such a nice guy.
I don't mean to be.
I think, but when you do kind of give, you poke the bear a little bit, you kind of mess with people, you razz people. That's okay, and I think I love it. And that's one of the things that I was connected to you before we even got to shake hands. I think it took us maybe a couple of years to actually shake hands.
I think we were what I call IIFs, imaginary internet friends,
Right.
for at least 2 years, maybe
Yeah.
3 years. Because every time I would make it up to Ingenious, it was usually after hours or before hours.
Right. Yeah, and I would miss you, and I'm like, damn it.
Exactly.
I would show up, and there would be Hugh Hait stickers and
Yep.
bottle openers, and I'm like,
You have your own sticker?
I have my own sticker. I have all my own swag. In fact, let me show you. I have swag for you guys.
ooh,
Because
My
I want to
camera's
bring
acting all
gifts,
funky.
and you guys get something. You guys get something that normally only comes with a home purchase or sale.
oh my god, I feel
Beer
special.
basket?
No, close.
I bought a home. Not from you, but
It's not my fault you used the wrong realtor or the wrong lender. Anyway, so I'll show them up to the thing. So I've got my black and red is the Texas beer lender. Green is the Texas beer realtor. So I've got those and openers for you. I've got stickers and openers for you, and then I've got the brand new 3.0 because this is my third run, and I always pick a different style every time. So this is my Hops and House with Hughes taster glass.
Yeah, hell yeah.
that's pretty.
Because I knew we were going to be tasting some today, so
Yep,
I brought glassware.
very cool. Did we bring our cooler in?
No, we did not.
It's still in the car.
It's still in the car. We'll get it back on the break.
Yeah.
We'll try Hughes beers right now.
All right. So
And my camera's acting funny, so I'm going to mess with it while y'all are
that'll
doing it.
work. Let me pull out. Have you guys had any Patience before?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Patience? Have you had Patience Brewing before?
Man, I don't know.
Have you heard of Patience Brewing?
Yes, I've heard of Patience. Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't think I've had patience, bro.
Okay, so Patience Brewing is my friend Jonathan Shannon, my friend Brandon East. Jonathan Shannon is a home brewer. He's actually works in tech, science. I don't know. He's very smart. Love the guy. And he is probably the only home brewer I know who has never had any intention of opening.
Right
Never
on.
wanted to open a brewery, just wants to make his beer. So he does sours primarily.
Nice.
He's done some collaborations with the B52. If you've been up there to get some of his, they've had some Patience B52 stuff. But otherwise,
Okay.
when they announce on Instagram or Facebook, hey, we're doing a giveaway, since they can't sell the beer because they're home brewers, it's buy this bookmark. Would you like a free bottle of my beer? You have to get on the list.
That's neat.
Become friends with him. Sold his house during COVID. He was the one guy that was able to take advantage of all the crazy pricing during COVID because he was able to sell his house for way more than he thought it was worth. And then he moved into his childhood home because his mom's like, come pay the property taxes and you can live here for free.
Yo.
He's waiting to save up, and when we're ready, we'll buy something else. But anyway,
that'll work.
I went through my thing, brought a bottle of
Ooh,
his.
that's a pretty bottle.
Yeah, this is his what's called Daughter, and it's a wild ale with additions chosen by our daughters Caroline and Lila.
That's
Lila is.
Make sure you're talking in the mic, Hugh.
Yeah, Lila is Jonathan's daughter. Caroline is one of Brandon's daughters. He actually lives in Beaumont.
Okay.
And then
That's awesome.
it's with peaches, raspberries, and strawberries. Yeah. and I don't remember when this was. It's got to be at least
I like the artwork. Did
3-4
the daughter
years
do
old.
the artwork?
Yeah,
really
the
cool.
daughters did the artwork.
Let me show that. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That is very cool. I don't know. Sometimes I've tried so many different beers from so many different people and breweries, and especially when I was at Ingenious, people would just bring stuff all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
I remember hanging out with Derek and people after hours, and sometimes we would crack open bottles of stuff.
Yep.
Sours a lot of times.
What's the percentage on this?
I don't know. His sours are generally pretty mild, in the neighborhood of like call it 5.5 to 7.5.
Okay.
This is not a big anything like that. But his beers, so he started home brewing and he was trading with people in California, and hey, I'm going to include a bottle a bottle of my stuff. What do you think? And people are like, oh my God, I just want your stuff. So
I love
Jonathan
this.
knows I have no shame in saying these are world-class wild ales.
This is amazing.
On par
smelling.
with your Jester Kings, all that kind of stuff.
I'm just
in
sniffing
my
it, and I'm
humble
like-
opinion.
I love shit like this.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cheers.
cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Got to give it a tap to make sure to get the any bubbles off of it. Don't want to get called for DJ.
We pulled it out of the bag. We don't know how clean it is.
We haven't gotten called out on the
got-
podcast
I did wash
yet.
them. I did wash them before I came, but give it a tap on the, Rick Tyler from
That was the way, right?
yes. That's you just quick tap
Yeah.
and then look,
You're
your
good.
glass is clean.
Super clean.
Have
Those
you
are-
watched
those
the
are flavors.
podcast at all and seen any dirty glasses so far?
So I love you guys, and I've listened to every single episode.
I know you
but It's
have.
always in the car.
Oh,
I
yes,
have not
that's
been
right. You
watching.
said you audio
I'm really
only.
sorry. I'm
No,
an
don't be.
audio
That's how
only.
I listen to it.
Well, I
can't
do want to
watch-
say that we just upped our quality to 4K.
Okay.
So if you ever wanted to start watching the podcast, now would be
It'll
the
be
time.
the next one because I certainly don't want to look at myself.
This is fantastic. It's not even as sour as I was expecting.
No, it's a wild ale. I mean, it'll get a little more tart.
It is
as
a
the-
wild ale. Yeah,
but
it's great.
It's delicious. So.
Cheers, guys. Again,
Yeah.
thanks for bringing this.
Oh yeah, no. Jonathan
So-
Shannon does great beers, so I love
So
him.
wild ale, for those that don't know, we're talking about a beer that's spontaneously fermented. I'm not going to act like I know everything about that process.
No, I don't
I do
either.
know that there's some bacterias that are utilized a lot of times.
Yep.
But I don't know if that's necessary for a wild ale necessarily, or if it's like not all wild ales have Brettanomyces. Correct.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I don't think everything's got Brett. No.
Not everything has Brett. So we're just this is just the earth doing its thing. This
Yep.
is the
Absolutely.
So that's why we look at that. So, but there are a Brett sour would be more intense.
Yeah, it'd have more of that. I'll call it, in my opinion, like I said, I'm not BJPC certified. I am not a Cicerone. I've thought about taking the test, and I'm like, ugh. I want to say that the Brett adds a funkiness to it. That's really what you get out of a lot of those like saisons where they've got all that kind of hay and grass and stuff like that. I'm not a huge Brett fan.
Really?
Not a huge one, although St. Arnold has a beer. Funky Berry Harmony. Have you been down to St. Arnold to grab a bottle of that?
I've heard about it.
I
have
haven't
not tried
grabbed it. I've been there
Okay.
very often.
You need to grab a bottle of it. I was there. I happened to be downtown on July 25th, so I went for Sailing Santa, which is one of my favorite beers.
Okay.
And Roy Moore, their sales rep. Roy, do you know Roy?
I think I know Rory.
Yeah.
They have so many.
Yeah, I know. He told me to grab a Funky Berry Harmony, and it's their Harmony Hazy IPA base that they added raspberry, strawberry, peach. I don't remember the fruits exactly. I'd have to look it up. And then aged it in a Chardonnay barrel and then added Brett. So it basically was a fruited farmhouse. There was no IPA left in it at all. And it was delicious. That's one of the few Brett that I liked, and I think it's because that IPA maybe balanced out some of that super funkiness. But again,
Yeah.
you have to ask somebody who knows more about beer than I do.
Yeah, it's a complicated thing. I mean, it's a bacteria. It's not a yeast. It acts as a yeast, I guess. I don't want to speak out of turn. There's a lot more other types of bacterias that can be utilized. Brett's the most popular one that I know of.
Yeah.
Then
there's lactobacillus.
Lactobacillus
Yeah.
is for more. That's the one that doesn't infect all your shit though.
Yeah.
Brettanomyces is the one that we've been told. I've been told you have to have a separate facility. I know. Spindle Tap did some Brettanomyces beers. They had a special shack called the Funk Shack.
Yeah.
And it was their own, because you have to have it in a separate facility.
Jeremy left. He was there, left, went to Texas Leaguer, and then came back and was running that Funk Shack side.
Yeah,
Wow.
and they were doing some funky Britannomyces
It
stuff
was-
for a little while. I
it
don't know
was
if they
good.
are
I had
now.
I had a couple bottles of it. I don't
Yeah.
think they've done any in a while.
Yeah, and it was some R&D stuff that they were trying out. I know they
Yeah.
kind of tried some different things out, but I thought it was super cool because I love the idea that it's you can't contain that shit and
No.
you can't clean it out of everything, and it's
No.
like, and I remember even when I worked at Megaton, Jared even told me, he was like, yeah, we can't bring Britannomyces in here because it'll just infect all of the equipment.
Yeah.
And
For sure.
That's what happened to Jester King from what everybody's been
That's
been
the
told.
Jester King rumor that they just said, oh, we're infected. I guess we're just going to roll with
We're
it.
just gonna roll with it. But now, supposedly that they've rolled that back.
Yeah.
And now they're doing lagers and,
Yep.
and IPAs and other
But
styles.
I don't know if they've got a whole seperate system to do. I have not been out
from
there
what I've
to
been
know.
I've
just
tried
there
some.
like
They're
2 weeks
excellent.
ago.
Oh no, I've tried it. I'm just
Yeah.
I haven't been out there to see if they're brewing it on the same system they're brewing the
That I don't.
Atrial and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know, but I would assume it's got to be. They have to have done something right to change everything, because I think they realized that in order to stay relevant right now in this kind of whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it, economic climate, the state of beer, the way things are now,
Oh,
you got to
yeah.
stay relevant. You got to stay with it. So they had to kind of change things up. They're still making their amazing sours, but they've
Oh,
been
yeah.
kind of pushing more on the lagers and IPAs, and I don't know what other styles they're doing, but I heard that they were trying to kind of revamp the brewery,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
brand.
he was down at Jeffrey was down at what's it called? Was it Flying Saucer? When they to do the Rubicite and the peach beer
Yeah.
release, and he was actually up at the HEB at the Vintage over at 249 in Lowetta.
Okay.
Just seeing how the
doing it
product is
there.
moving.
I didn't go. One of my trivia teammates, Will Trevay, who's also active in the stuff.
That guy's hilarious.
Will's great. He went and said that it was moving pretty well. He was able to get up there. I think it was from like 12 to 3. He showed up about 1:30 and was still able to grab 3 bottles of each. So it was moving well, but that was about the only place they were doing it up here, up north.
I'll take a little bit more
love
of
this.
that.
Absolutely.
You,
And I can't tell you that basically every beer of his is this good.
it's really great.
But he hasn't released any in probably 2 years, unfortunately. So I'll bother him and ask him to put some more out.
Everything about it's great. The bottle's cool. Label's cool.
I like
the
it.
story's cool. The flavor's great.
I like the artwork. You said his daughter did that. That's very cool.
Yeah, their daughters did that. He's got another beer. Shoot, I got to remember what it was. Oh, Microbe Hunter that
Okay.
he did. That is a beer that he brewed with the pages of an original microbiology book from the 30s.
Okay.
He literally ripped pages out of it, not knowing that at the time he paid like $5 for it. It was like $100 book. And I was able to share that with my mom, who actually is a writer. And it was weird because that beer, when you poured it, smelled like old books. And I don't know how to describe that, except for that smell.
That's
Right.
kind of cool.
When you crack open an old book, that kind of musty
Yeah.
paper. So that was really cool. And he's done a couple others, and it's funny. He's actually increased the book value every time
Wow.
that he's done it. He's gone and like bought a book and looked up the value. He's like, should I resell this book for $500 that I bought for, 20?
I would.
But it
Nope.
keeps creeping up.
And we're going to rip the pages out and just make a beer out of it. So
Hey, it's a pretty good beer, right?
yeah, it's
That's pretty
amazing.
cool.
Okay.
That's cool. Oh yeah.
You touched a second ago. You mentioned Texas Leaguer, so I definitely wanted to talk about Texas Leaguer today.
Yeah.
You were posting some stuff on social media that I thought was interesting.
Oh, I just took and reposted the letter that they had posted and just said, who wants to pony up and
Yeah, that's what I'm
save
talking about.
Texas Leaguer.
Yeah.
It was a legit question.
Did you see their post today?
Yes, I did, saying that they've gotten a bunch of money in and somebody's actually expressed interest in buying it.
Yeah.
And
They were able to, I guess,
Pay the employees.
Pay their employees.
yeah,
yeah.
that's good. That's they
Yeah.
need to pay their, which is really funny because the last house that we actually just sold was literally 3 minutes from Texas Leaguer, like around the corner. So the last
Yeah.
time I went down there, I stopped in, which I was glad I did
yeah.
because I've got my whole list of breweries I've never been to. So I'm trying to check off
Right.
at least a couple a year
Yeah.
while they're still around.
Right.
And so,
Hey, I was in Sugarland yesterday, and I was like, I want to go to Texas Leaguer, but they're probably not open.
yeah. They had a funky sour stout or sour porter. I don't, it's that borderline. How thick do you think the body is?
Yeah.
That was actually delicious. And if they were still open, I'd probably go down and spend another $25 and buy another bottle of it.
Yeah. Do you have any insight into how what happened? Was it?
I have.
I
be
was under the
honest.
impression it was distribution issues.
Oh, that's what they said in the first
They
message.
said the distribution issues, and then of course there's all those rumors about the fact that they were trying to sell, and then the credit union they got everything financed through was saying no, you can't sell, and so they're trying to block the sale. But it's all rumor. I have no credible source to tell me anything different. To be honest, I don't want to spread any new rumors.
Yeah,
But the only other thing I did was just say, what's the over under on this Texas Leaguer getting reposted, and I said I'm going to put 7 as the over under, and I'll take the over.
Yeah.
I think it only got reposted in BTH about 5 times, so I lost that bet.
It seemed like a lot.
But it also got posted on all these people's private profiles. I posted it.
Yeah.
There was so much speculation when the first sale went up, and we were doing it at Heights Beer Garden and all the places we go to as reps.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? What is it? And some people were saying Project Halo, which I always doubted. Some people were saying Fullbrook, which I thought was possible. I didn't suspect Texas Leader.
No.
Fullbrook was for sale. No, so Texas Leaguer
No,
just
it's full.
announced.
Yeah, those are two
No,
different.
those are two different
things?
Yeah.
The one that showed
Oh,
that
wow.
it was the one that showed that it was for sale, that said they do a little bit of distribution and they have cocktails. That absolutely was Fullbrook.
Okay.
Yeah.
That absolutely is Fullbrook.
Yeah, because remember I told you, I was like, you were right about that.
No,
You did tell me that, but then I went
Texas
to the
Leaguer
brewery.
kinda-
Then I went to Megaton the next day, and I was talking with the staff, and Shane's pretty good friends with some of the people over at Texas Leaguer. So he's like, "Oh no, it's Texas Leaguer," and I didn't realize it was two different
No,
ones.
it's
Oh,
no, because
no.
Texas. That was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was, I would say, a month.
No,
month
I know
and
what
a
you're
half ago.
talking about. Yeah.
When
I
it
thought
came
they
up
were the
for
same
sale-
thing, to be honest.
No, because this came up for sale. The Texas Leaguer equipment came up on an auction website,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just saying, "Hey, you can buy all their equipment."
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I know. There was a lot of speculating going around about that.
With the post I was talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize those were two separate things.
yeah, two
separate
separate
things.
things.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Texas Leaguer came out of nowhere like last week.
Yeah.
And the Fullbrook thing was what, 4 or 5 weeks ago?
Yeah, and I
Something
remember
like that.
seeing it, and I was just like, man, who the hell? Somebody was like, I think it's no label, and I was like, with 6 employees?
No label.
And it was the cocktails
Yeah.
thing that really gave it away.
Yeah, yeah.
Fullbrook
fair.
does do
Yep.
cocktails.
And
yeah.
I was talking to Jake here, and he, if anyone's in the know, it will be Jake Thorn.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, he was pretty sure it was Fullbrook.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Whoops.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. I mean, there's always just like so much going on. It's like you can't. Yeah, you can't.
One
connect
thing
all
we
of it.
never talked about was Copperhead. We never talked about Copperhead.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. And now they're. I love whoever's doing their social media now. They're
I
posting
don't
a lot.
I don't know who Bart. I had a little bit of inside information. I knew that Bart Bogus. He's big in the Houston Bourbon Society and Bourbon Hounds of Houston. So more groups that I'm involved in. I knew he wanted to buy it. I don't know if he had the money. I think he ended up getting some other backers and things like that. But Bart is a great guy. I like him. I'm excited that they were able to keep Seth, make some really good beer. I
Yeah.
think it did really well for them to refund all that King of Terrors that they never produced for 2025. They refunded all those tickets.
Right.
I got my refund. I think
Yeah.
that'll go a very long way in building brand trust,
Right.
which is just as important as the liquid.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to
So,
go back up there. I would
think
love
it'll
to
be
do a
good.
podcast
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You-
No, I can get you in touch with Seth. That's not a problem.
Please, I did send them a message on Facebook.
Okay.
and-
I'll give you
and
Seth and Bart's info after the show.
That would be very
So how
cool.
many years did they do the King of Terrors release?
2017 to 2024.
And you've done all of them.
Yes.
And do you get a box each time?
No. The crate was something different. Okay, so the crate, and I never bought one because they always release King of Terrors when I usually was out of town, and you had to be the one to go get it. You couldn't send a proxy.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Yeah.
So the crate was $200, and you got 12 bottles of King of Terrors every year.
Yeah. It's a badass treasure chest. Is
And it
basically
was
what
actually
it
built.
is.
It was actually built by Mark, Seth's dad.
Okay. Cool. It looks. I mean, I've seen them.
And
They're
then,
awesome.
then the next thing they did was the treasure chest, which
Okay,
was
maybe that's
different.
two
the
different
crate-
things.
Yeah,
Okay.
the crate was OG $200 or $250, and you get 12 bottles of King of Terrors every release. But you have to show up. Like people were flying in from Colorado with their
Wow.
crates that day to get their 12 bottles and go back. The treasure chest is what they did a couple years ago. Jake from Thistle has one. And what that did would get you 6 bottles of every barrel aged release. And and those were more expensive. I think about $600.
Yeah.
But they were doing more barrel age releases than once a year. So
Yeah.
I think you had to get maybe 8 or 9 barrel age releases, and you got your money back.
Yeah.
So it was
That's
still a good deal.
awesome.
But I never did it because I could never guarantee I was going to be in town.
Yeah.
Because I head to Phoenix, quite often to go see. I've got 3 of my 3 kids and my mom are there. The rest of the family's there, so I'm there all the time.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's cool. I know I've ran into you. I think it was a Spindle Tap, and you're like, I've got to go up north to Copperhead and get this King of Terrors.
Yeah.
I think it was like event happening there, and an event the King of Terrors releases that day as well.
Yeah.
And you were hitting both, and I was like, Jesus, that's a trek.
Yes,
think I still got
it's
some
only.
Medusa.
I mean, from my house, it's 35 minutes.
Really? Well, that's
Yeah.
not
Fair
bad.
enough. Yeah.
99 to 45 to 105. I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, it's a little further for me.
Yeah.
Way further for me.
Yeah.
I live like Memorial, like Spring Branch area.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, even just getting to B52 would take us an hour from my house in Kingwood, which you wouldn't think, but it does.
Yeah.
What this is a fun talk. I'm thinking about breweries I've never been to. I've never been to Lone Pint. I've never been to
I've only been once.
You been to Lone Pint?
I love Lone Pint. Yeah,
Lone
I
Pint?
sold. So their assistant brewer Daniel Martin sold him his house and just closed in June. You guys know Jimmy Ammons? Their sales.
Oh,
manager?
I know Jimmy. Yeah,
They got
yeah.
a bunch of sales
Just
people.
closed. No. Jimmy's their sales manager. He's been with them.
Yes,
the
I
longest.
just met him the other day at Kirby Ice House.
Sold Jimmy his house.
Yeah.
Actually, my wife sold him his house because I don't sell houses, but I did his loan for him. So we got
Yeah.
him. When in his basket were cookies with the Lone Pint logo and stuff like that. He's actually so not a beer fan.
Oh, really?
We actually in his basket. He's big into Negronis, so I got him a Japanese gin. And then a bottle of Widow Jane because his wife's into old fashions. So
Very cool.
Oh, that's
depends
cool.
on what you drink is what you're going to get in the basket.
Is
Right.
there any breweries you haven't been to, Hugh?
Oh my gosh, so many.
In Houston.
Do you want me to bust
In
out my
Houston.
list?
He's got a
Yes.
list.
What breweries do you have to go left
I have
in
my
Houston?
notes. Like literally, hold on. HTX beer stops.
I want to know what you have
See?
left.
Look.
Okay.
I have not been to Baba.
You never been to Baba? I went to Baba last week.
It's on Saturday for like an hour and a half. How the hell am I going to get out there? Saturdays are my
I live
busiest,
20 minutes from there.
Saturdays are my busiest day. I mean, my weekends are pretty full. Being a realtor, we're showing homes most Saturdays,
Yeah.
doing open houses. I've not been to Frosttown.
Oh,
I need to get to Frosttown.
you need to get to Baba, Frosttown.
Okay, I've not been to Gristworks.
It's a good one.
I'm ashamed to say I've never been to Megaton.
You never been to Megaton?
No, I had your beer on Saturday though.
What you have?
I had the cherry sour.
What you think? Where were you?
I was at the pit room
The pit room.
down on
The Memorial.
10. Yeah,
Yeah,
down Memorial.
nice.
We were just at Athena Gun Club before shooting,
Okay.
and then went down and had.
Yeah, that's
beer
where
and
I live. I live
barbecues.
right there.
There you go. I have not been to Frankenbolt's.
I've never been to
Yeah,
Frankenbolt's.
I have not been to. I'm counting them as a brewery only because I've never been to Southern Yankee Craft House. I know Southern Yankee's gone.
Dude,
but
so-
Alex is still doing the Craft House.
They have great beer on tap.
Yep.
Deck is one of them.
Yep.
But their food, man, their
Yep.
food is incredible. I just want to give a shout out to Matt Baum. Him and I worked together at Crisp. He was the chef at Crisp for a few years. He is now the chef at Southern Yankee Craft House
Yep.
over
I really
off of
like
West
Southern
Alabama.
I need to get. Yeah, I
He
need to get
is
down
a
there.
very talented motherfucker, dude.
Yep.
That guy makes great food.
They're not producing their own beer, but they
Not
have
anymore
a
because
lot.
remember they got sold out. Yeah,
Yes.
They're also
But
doing Houston Restaurant Weeks right now.
I know, but I'm already, like I said, I'm already gone 3 nights a week. It's like it's so hard. I
I
literally
get
just
it.
looked at my schedule, starting with this today
Mm-hmm.
because I'm always gone 3 nights a week, every week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for trivia, whether I'm hosting or playing. Starting this week, I am now gone or have an event. At least I will be gone at least 4 or 5 times a week through Halloween.
Yeah.
Every week I will be out of my house at least. But so like on the weekends.
So you're not doing Murky Myers.
I'm not doing. Oh, I just.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I am so old. Anyway,
Yeah.
I've got way more. I've not been to City Acre,
Ooh.
Lake Houston. I've not been to Fullbrook. Apparently, I need to get there quick. I've not been to Backyard Brewing, Hound Song, Tallyard for the Culture Ovinic, and I've not been to Final Gravity.
Okay.
Been to all those except Frankenbolts and Lone Pine are the only two I haven't been
Yeah.
to. And I wanted to say Southern Yankee supports so many local craft breweries. You can try so much local craft beer there right
Oh, yeah.
now. We
Absolutely.
have the Back Fife and Sight from Megaton, which is our Oktoberfest. And I know Decca is regularly
Nice.
on there.
Yeah, yeah. They usually have Count Song on tap. I mean, they rotate a lot of the local people in. It's a really great spot. They have a lot of dedicated beer drinkers that go there, so they go through beer really quickly.
Yeah, and the cocktails look amazing too. I mean, I've heard great things about it.
They're kind of doing things over there. They stay busy. They're never slow.
Yeah,
I'm surprised though. I thought you were going to have me beat on my
oh
numbers.
gosh, no. Again, because you're out there. I mean, you've got like meetings to get out there and go. But you know, if I wasn't gone multiple times already, yeah, maybe on a Thursday night I could go drag the wife and say, let's go hit this, hit that. But,
Y'all do it a lot? Is it like a couple thing, going to different breweries, exploring them?
No, I mean, we work together. We're basically together
Yeah.
24/7, which some people say is, you know, I mean, it's great. We're actually able
Crazy.
to do it. We're able to do it, which is fantastic.
Right.
And
I don't know if I
stayed married now
could.
for 15 years. So
Yeah.
I've been working together for 10 of them.
All your kids are adults.
Yeah, we've got 5 kids from 30, 28, 26, about to be 26, and then 19 is he'll actually be 20 in October.
So y'all been raising kids for 30 years together. Might as well sell houses.
Well, no, so here's the thing. So we've been married for 15 years. I moved here in 2010.
Okay.
This is a second marriage for both of us.
Sorry.
We've never, no, it's okay. We've, as I like to say, no kids together. All we've ever done is shake hands. Sleep in separate beds like Lucy and Desi, you know.
Right.
But the kids have all grown up together. So, like, if you ask her kids, they've got 4 other siblings each. My kids have 4 other siblings. They absolutely consider, you know, themselves as not stepbrother and sister. It's just brother and sister.
Yeah.
So it's really nice.
I know at least at one point she wasn't really into beer, because I remember you posting, I don't know when it was, over the past, and you posted like, oh, she really likes this one, so we're drinking this tonight or whatever, you know.
That was from HCBS. So anyway, yeah, that's where I actually came up with my HCBS fantasy football team name that's been the same for the last 12 years. So
Okay.
my wife grew up for 45 years, thought all beer was Corona.
Yeah.
And thought it tasted horrible. And then I kept saying, try
Corona
this,
tastes
try
horrible.
this, try this, try this. And then she got into it. And so it holds a very special place in my heart, is Sierra Nevada Barrel Aged Narwhal.
Okay.
That is the first beer she ever ordered for herself at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Out and about. And then she really got into hazies for a while. And there's a picture that I posted of her with a can of Heavy Hands.
Nice.
Okay.
And somebody, you know, I'm like, hey, my wife's really liking this right now. And some girl, this is where it came from, some girl came up with, she's like, I'm not sure why we're posting the gratuitous selfies of people's wives, right? Because I'm not ashamed to admit, my wife's very attractive, right? I outkicked my coverage 100%.
She's a beautiful lady.
Anyway, and I keep telling her, she keeps fucking up the stereotype that hot chicks are bitches, because she's just as nice as can be. So
Yeah, she is. I've met her.
anyway, I posted the picture and I was in HCBS and I had a couple. I'm like, well, A, it's beer related. B, I'm an admin and I can pretty much post whatever the fuck I want. So,
Yep. 100%.
so anyway, that's why my team in Houston, in the fantasy league is a gratuitous selfie team. And it's that picture of her holding the Heavy Hands.
Oh, I thought it would have
12
been the
years ago.
Texas Beer Realtor.
No,
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hell yeah.
So yeah, but now she's into it. She still likes it. She'll have me crack some stuff sometimes, but she's kind of not really drinking much anymore. I mean, I've cut way back. I think we all have.
Yeah,
Health
that's
reasons.
definitely something I think we wanted to talk about.
I was
we
going to
want to
say,
take
I
a
only
break.
drink whenever I'm doing this podcast or if I'm doing events for Megaton. I don't really
Really?
drink at home.
Yeah,
I guess I drink more than both of y'all still.
I drink-
I've cut back a lot though.
I drink on Tuesday nights here, and I'll drink like one other night a week. Like we'll drink here, or on the rare occasion that we'll be sitting at home, you know, doing something, working, and Sherry's like, "Hey, crack something that
Yeah.
I like." And
I
then
like
it's a
to
big
drink
old
when I'm
barrel aged
cooking.
stout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're taking a little bit of a break. We got the Great of America Beer Festival coming up at the next month, or the next month, and well, we're trying to take a little bit of a hiatus before we go do that.
I don't blame you. It's on my bucket list. I need to go. I've
To
never
go-
been.
the Great America Beer
Yeah,
Festival.
I would love to go. GABF.
I'm knocking it off on my bucket.
You know what I
list.
used to always say,
shit.
and this is extremely irresponsible, but it's true. You got to drink before you go.
We've been talking about it because she hadn't been drinking for 2 weeks and I didn't stop. I'm not quitting drinking.
Right.
But she didn't drink for 2 weeks. She's like, ooh, I don't want to get to the beer festival and then have a couple beers and then you just have to take care of me for the rest of the time. I'm like, I don't want to do that either.
So you have to it's like conditioning for the big race.
It is.
You really do. You this is real. Like,
And that's
if
why I'm
you
going to
really
Baba
wanna
tomorrow.
not be all hungover and shitty. You need to be drinking
2 beers a day for the first week.
She's
4
got to
beers a day
train.
the
She's got to be like
second week.
Rocky. Da da
There you go.
It sounds awful and it's probably not good for you.
Da-da-da.
But if you really, really, really want to, the science makes sense. If you go in there complete I've been sober for the past 2 weeks and now I'm gonna drink hard all weekend. You're gonna feel like shit.
Well, no, we were. I want to say we were having the conversation, but more we were on the phone. And she was just telling me what she was going to do.
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, I haven't been drinking," but she's like, "I'm starting to worry." She's like, "We should go to Baba tomorrow."
Just
Twist my arm.
prepare myself a little bit.
We go to Baba every 2 weeks.
Oh, I would love to, but like tomorrow, I've got to go. We've got to go show houses in the morning, and then I gotta.
If you got some Baba beer and took it to all the people that you're showing houses to, you'd just be sales.
I know.
You don't. I know some realtors have cookies, and they're. Since you're the craft beer realtor, I'm assuming there's just a cooler full of amazing selections.
Did you not have cookies with this put on it?
I do. I will show you my Texas Beer Realtor cookie that I have my cookie girl make.
Have you ever made a beer?
No.
No.
I have been with friends while they've brewed, but I've never done.
No.
No. Have I what?
I meant marketed a beer, like made the Texas Realtor beer or something.
No. So it was actually, I was in discussions with Seth before everything happened to see what it would cost me to have him make me just a base stout or a bar lemon. Something would age because I'm going to have to brew a lot of it. I'm going to have to sit on it.
So Copperhead's the one.
No, not necessarily
makes
anymore.
sense.
I don't know who it is anymore because I don't know where. I haven't talked to Seth since the whole sale thing, so it's not his decision anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if it happens, I'll figure out who I could talk to.
Not Paradigm? It sounds like
I could talk to Craig about it. I don't know. I'll have to see what they want to do. I mean, I also have to figure out if someone's big enough. Are they too big to do a one-off, or are they too small? Where all of a sudden it's because I'm gonna have to front for bottles, labels.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? I think we were talking originally. It was probably
make a
gonna
little bit,
cost me,
try it, see how it works.
It was going to cost me $2,500, $3,000 to make a batch.
Ooh,
But that would be bottled, labeled, cases upon cases that could just sit in my closet.
But you've thought about this.
Oh, absolutely. I wanted my own beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you would be giving those away a lot, I feel
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be the whole point.
I'd be giving all of them away.
like. Yeah.
And within whatever amount of period time that you need to get rid of them by.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
that's
the
why I
thing
wanted
is-
something that could age.
Yeah.
I wanted something that was, either a base stout or, porter. Even lager wouldn't be too bad, but it can only
Yeah.
last so long.
Right. Yeah.
No, I've thought about it. Like I said, I was this close before Copperhead sold, and so now I've kind of got to figure out who can do it, and I got to figure out where the money comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. I mean, that's a great idea.
'Cause that's out of my pocket.
It's part of your brand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say that we are at an hour right now.
Yep.
Do we want to take a break?
Yeah. I think I'm ready.
Absolutely.
We'll come back in a couple minutes. Thanks
Cheers.
for watching. Episode 16, Thistle Draft Shop. Hugh Hait, Casey Jewett, Brandon Watson. Let's go. Are you someone who loves beer and is looking for a bigger home so you have more room for that beer? Are you looking to move closer to your favorite brewery or bottle shop? Whatever the reason, you need to call Hugh Hait, the Texas Beer Realtor. Hugh is a craft beer fan looking to help out his fellow hopheads any way he can with their real estate needs. That's Hugh Hait, TexasBeerRealtor.com or 281-939-8182. Hello, and welcome to Spider Games. A few years ago, I started selling a couple video games on eBay. Now I'm selling video games of all generations, retro toys, and anything I think's cool. I'm a top-rated seller because I package well and I take care of my customers. Check out my store on eBay. It's called Spider Games. Do you have any old video games sitting around? I buy video games of all generations, and I pay better than the game stores. If you do, email me at spidergamesebay@gmail.com.
I'm also known as DJ Sino. You can find me at least a couple of different breweries or craft beer bars throughout the month hosting the best music bingo in all of Houston. We'll be sharing those shenanigans right here on the Beer Someone podcast.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Beer Someone, episode 16 here at Thistle Draft Shop with Hugh and Casey, and we have somebody else who just joined us, Mireya.
What up, y'all? Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your last name, Mireya?
Peña.
Peña.
P-E-N-A.
Like
Okay.
like the baseball player Jeremy.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
There you
Are they
go.
not related?
No,
Not
maybe. Who knows? We're
Yeah.
all cousins at the end of the day.
So we're about to play a drinking game called F Your Liver, but before we do that, Casey just poured us a beer.
Yeah, so I really wanted to talk about this today because this is a beer that has been on the tap wall at Decca since its inception. Smash Mosaic. It's for anyone who doesn't know, Smash is not because we're smashing things. It's a single malt, single hop IPA. So this uses Mosaic hops. It's in the name. He used to add hops, bittering hops, and then he would whirlpool some Mosaic as well. He just decided to scratch the bittering hops and just do whirlpool only. And this is the first time he's tried that. And I think this beer is better. I think it's a better iteration of what Smash was. I think I'm excited because I love IPAs. It is my favorite style.
Cheers.
It's all what I
Cheers.
drink, and I think this really kind of
that
nails
would've
it
been
better. It
I
just,
know there's wires.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you know what malt he used in this? Because you're pretty much describing Yellow Rose right now.
I know. Because they don't bitter hops either. They also use whole cones.
Yes, I think so.
They do not use pellets. We use pellets.
Okay. Still
That's
very
the
tasty.
difference.
Nice and mild. You know, a little bit of West Coast bitterness in there, which I'm a big fan of.
There's still bitterness.
Hashtag make IPAs clear again.
Yeah, and this one's brand new, so you're getting a little bit of cloudiness from the yeast. We just put it on tap. We're hoping it clears up a little bit more. But you know, it is what it is.
It's very tasty.
It's a
It
very
is.
tasty IPA. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's a
really
better
good.
iteration than what it was. I think it was a good IPA. I think this is much better.
This just I picked him up earlier. We went to Decca.
Yeah.
This just came out.
Did we just put it? I mean, he just put it on tap. Like it'll be on tap tonight at Decca. We're open 4 to 9 tonight.
I saw Casey can that himself.
So yeah, and I canned
Very
up this.
nice.
It was one of the first. You guys are getting a try before anybody else.
Yeah.
As
Nice.
far as like it being
We're special.
a new version of this style or this brand.
I'm going to
And
send a picture to Gail
That's
right
awesome.
now.
I really am excited about it. I'm glad that we decided to do that. I think every brewery and every brewer should be trying to fine tune things and make things better. And if they change their recipe and stuff and it sells better and it alienates the people who really loved it before it was changed, oh well, it's selling better now than it was. So your argument's nil.
Yeah, it's a question of are you going to follow the almighty dollar or try to be noble and do what your clients want? But at the end of the day, it's a business.
It is business, but if your clients are buying it in droves, or maybe not, maybe your dedicated clients that were with you from the beginning, but let's say that you've developed enough of a following where you have people that are kind of new and they're just learning about Decca and they're just like, oh, I like this way better than what I've had before, you know, and
Absolutely.
they're showing up now. So I just think that everybody should always strive to do better.
And I can't think of a better beer to play a little bit of F Your Liver to.
F your liver.
You
Speaking
ever
of
heard
which,
of F Your Liver?
I have. This game has definitely made me do some crazy things. Yeah, I love it. It's so
That's
fun.
awesome.
It's so fun.
It's funny. I was talking to Hugh earlier, and I said, I don't know if we've met before. And he's like, actually, we have.
yeah, it was when you did an F Your Liver pop-up at Klaus, and I want to say it was during COVID when they had one of the BTH meetups, let's all go to one brewery and support it. And I was in the area showing homes and told my wife, I'm like, we got to swing by. And it's because, well, at the time, which you didn't even know, Klaus was doing a 16-ounce, 25 milligram
No idea.
Delta 8 seltzer. That
Delta
was like,
8.
yeah,
Okay.
Delta 8. I think at the time it was Delta 8. I don't think actually 9 was around yet.
Well, because it
but-
was illegal. If it
yeah,
that would have been
exactly.
illegal.
So, and it was like a $20 4-pack of 16-ounce cans.
Holy shit.
So I was probably buying. I just buy it a case at a time.
Yeah.
And just let it sit, and she'd finish it over the course of, 2 months probably.
That's
something like
amazing.
that.
So, was it one and done, or was she hitting
Yeah,
two
it
of
was
them?
it was right before bed.
I don't
just
remember
get
that at
tired.
all, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
I was a
orange-
regular at Klaus
It was
for a while. I
orange
miss
flavored.
Klaus.
It was a white. It was a white label. It was an orange flavored seltzer. 25 milligrams. Everyone else was 10 milligrams for 12 ounces. They were like, "Fuck it, 25 milligrams, 16 ounces. Let's go."
That's
was this?
amazing.
During COVID?
That's amazing. So
Oh,
they were like
I thought
ahead
you
of
were
the
talking about
curve.
for-
like with
more
all of
recent.
those-
No. It was during COVID.
Okay.
But
That's
I mean,
amazing.
they had it up until like a couple months before they closed.
I mean, we're learning that it is doing really well in the market. I saw randomly like an article recently saying that it wasn't. And I was like, I love all the fake news that goes around. It's so crazy.
Well, so if I can talk for Thistle, you guys originally had a couple, and now you have an entire cooler door.
Yes. So
Dedicated to it.
Dedicated people love their THC seltzers. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but our cells proved to be on par with like specs with our packaged THC. Which is fantastic.
That's amazing. Yeah,
it is. It's actually really, really
people
cool.
are showing up. They know you guys have it, and you guys are also. They know you guys are.
It's on
I think
tap?
it helps being.
We used to have it on tap, but not anymore. Just simply because it's package just moves a lot faster, and we're able to keep different milligrams and variants and flavors. So it just works better for the package.
That makes
here's
sense.
that example of not only a brewery but a retailer pivoting to stay current.
Right, yeah. And that's we're definitely going to touch on that in just a second.
Definitely gonna talk
for
about
sure. I'll read my card really quick. Drink again. The last player to drink has to drink again.
Let's
I
all
guess
drink.
that's-
That
I
card's
guess
supposed to
that's
be drawn
Brandon.
after another card, but yeah. My bad.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no. We all drink. Let's go.
Oh, you were the last to
You were
drink.
the last one, so you have to
So
take
you have
two
to drink
sips.
again based on the card.
Twice.
All right.
Dare a player to do something. If they don't, they must drink. Okay. All right. Let's get crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. I dare you to go outside these doors right now, cluck like a chicken, and then come back.
Oh my God, I'm doing it.
In
All
front
right,
of
let's go.
everybody, but loudly.
Can I take this with me? No,
No, you cannot.
Can I record it?
Wait. Let her record you.
Just so we know he does it.
Can you please send me this after this?
about it.
No, you got to be loud.
Yes, Mariah's gonna send it to me too. This is going on their social media.
This is great.
What people can't see is the entire place went silent.
They
the
did.
minute you
They
started.
all looked at you.
It just completely stopped.
That lady was
idea.
definitely not pleased, and I stared her directly in the face and bonked at her.
All you had to
did.
do was take one sip of beer. And
She
you
was
had-
not having it. She has not gotten deep enough into that bottle of wine to give a shit about what I'm
They were
doing.
looking
Not at
at you.
all.
They're laughing at you. Can you please send me that video? I think I have your number still. So
Probably,
Yeah.
No chicken clucks like that, by the way. No,
Nope.
that's not.
I wish they could hear you. I might have to like edit that
You not
somehow
only-
in the podcast.
You not only clucked, you did the wings too, which
did.
you
I
went
fucking-
above and beyond.
Went above and beyond. Thank you for
That was
noticing.
great.
I
man.
did.
that was actually really solid. Heck yeah.
Thanks
All
for
right.
that was a great one.
Absolutely.
That's a good moment.
Oh, create a rule that all players must follow the rest of the game.
Forever.
No cursing, no names.
This could be the rest of the podcast.
If a player does not follow your rule, they must drink. Oh my. I've got so many possibilities.
You could carry
So
on.
many.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think it needs
We don't
to
say
carry
beer
on.
anymore.
God.
That would be so hard.
Actually, I think the biggest rule would be not cursing. So no more cursing the rest of the podcast.
What? We're not
right,
family
dang.
friendly.
Dang.
Okay. No cursing.
Shucks.
Only for while we're playing this game, and then it can just go away.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like if you want to drink, you just
Exactly.
Oh man, that's awesome.
I'm out of your Deca beer. Can I have a little bit more?
Yeah, is there more? There is
think
a
there is.
tiny little bit more.
I'll take your tiny bit. Right over my Roadcaster. That's how we should definitely be pouring.
Nice.
I know, right?
Definitely put the liquid over the electronics.
Let's
We
do
did.
that.
We
all
sure did.
times.
That happened.
Okay, so I'm going to draw a card real quick. I'm going to go with this one. What's it going to be? Never Have I Ever. It's a famous one we do.
Yeah.
Ah, famous.
Oh, man.
So, never. Oh, yeah. We put three fingers
okay.
up, and you got to put a finger down if you've done the thing.
Okay.
So, I'm trying to think of something related to Thistle right now, but
We're not doing the white power symbol, are we?
I hope not.
I don't think so.
What's the white power
I
symbol?
don't know.
I don't
Why are you
know.
bringing that up on this?
Because we're making I don't know.
Okay.
Just making sure we're not doing something we're getting called out for. That's all.
Exactly.
Never have I ever been to Lone Pint.
Okay, I've been to Lone Pint.
You never been to Lone Pint?
I've never been alone.
Hey.
Pint.
This is my friend Steven.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up,
Steven?
Steven?
What up, man?
Come on in. Welcome.
So you've never been
No, I've never been. I wish.
I've been once.
You've been once? Okay,
Yeah.
Casey, it's you.
Okay. Never have I ever. Never have I ever. I hate this game.
Thank you.
This part of it, like the never have I ever part.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to keep saying the same things you've said before. But
Right, I have to think of a new thing, and I try to keep it beer related. I never have I ever.
Unfortunately, I think we've all done that.
God, I can't think of anything. I'm like, yeah, you've done that.
Never have you ever thought of a question for never have
I know. I never have I ever taken this long to think of a question.
I know you have.
Never have I ever.
You've never.
I don't know. I have to think of things I've never done, and I'm like, I just think of the dumb shit that I have done.
Well,
then just go with something.
yourself.
Well, I don't want to copy yours and say like I haven't been to this such and such brewery.
You can do that.
All right, I guess I could do that. Never have I ever been to Galveston Bay Brewing.
I've been to Galveston Bay.
I have not been to Galveston Bay.
I have. Oh, I have not.
Oh, wait. I have. I've been to the OG location, not the new one.
We're going.
When they were in
We're doing our Halloween episode
what
there.
they called it when they were in the gooch, that kind of spot in between
Oh, I didn't.
Dickinson and whatever.
That's
the,
right.
You went to
I
the-
forgot about
The
that.
old
OG
location
spot.
and the new
Yeah.
location.
The old location.
Because they
I've
have a
only
great
been to that
location
one.
now.
I've been to the old location.
Okay.
So I guess, all right. So I got two
Okay,
down.
all righty.
Okay.
Okay. Never have I ever.
I can take you out right now.
Oh,
I only got
it's
one
dangerous. Okay. Well, never have I ever had a fruited sour that I actually enjoyed.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'll take a finger
Of
down
course.
for that.
No.
Yeah.
Hugh's out.
Yeah.
left. I'm out.
You're out.
I'm
That
out.
was
I've been
good,
to
yeah.
You
London.
don't like
I've
fruited
been to
sours?
Yeah, that was good.
That I haven't liked. Yeah, I don't think I've met the right one, and I've had this long discussion.
Maybe you just haven't met the right one
Yeah, I
yet.
You have
haven't
not
met the
met
right
the
one
right
yet.
one.
If anybody has any recommendations,
Do you
please.
find is there a flavor profile that you're getting that is turning you off?
I don't believe so. I just don't think I enjoy any variations, and I'm going to probably get
Even like
yeah.
Even like
You're gonna get crap beer
Yeah, I'm
canceled.
gonna
Even
get-
like
yeah,
H-
yeah, no, right?
even like atrial rubicite.
I
Even like any of the so like
there's just something
even
that
like
just
with
is,
DeGard.
Okay,
Like the
you-
Will, like the stuff that Will brings for the DeGard
Yeah,
stuff.
you brought
So
me
amazing.
some great
Yeah.
It's-
stuff. You brought me some fantastic stuff.
You-
Even for my
I haven't-
birthday, you
Hand.
Oh, sorry. Even for your for your
Yeah.
birthday, I gave you a bottle of
yeah.
DeGard.
And me and Jeremy shared it, and it was a beautiful moment. But
Oh.
I appreciate you
Okay.
for that. But I just think I need
You're
to
just
grow
me-
into.
Yeah.
I got to grow into it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
And
wife
I'll
doesn't
get
like
there.
them either, but she also has tried a lot of them, and she finds I think a lot of times she's getting that little bit of a yeasty character. That can sometimes, and I don't know. I don't want to say what she says because it's harsh, but it's a little bit of a vomit type flavor is what she gets, and that's what she tells me. And I just want to say that like we've been drinking beer for a long time, her and I, and she has a very developed palate, and we like a lot of the same stuff. But sours are not her thing, and a lot of times she attributes it. And I'm like, get in there, get past that yeasty flavor, get the fruit, get all the good stuff. You know, you got to sometimes, especially if you're driving or jumping from one style to another. You just had like a stout, and then you're trying like a sour, or you're drinking an IPA, and you go
yeah.
to a sour. It's gonna be a little bit of a jump, so you need to kind of unwreck your palate.
You need that. Yeah, you need that Lone Star palate cleanser in between.
Exactly. So you need
My
to kind
wife
of water down that
loves
palate to
sours.
switch.
She's like the opposite. Doesn't like IPAs though.
Yeah?
Well, she's been venturing. You know what I found out is I kept handing her hazy IPAs, and then I gave her a West Coast, and she's like, "Oh, She's like, I like this.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's
but you gotta find
amazing.
because those are kind of finicky. I feel like West Coast. Hazies are a little bit like everybody knows. They're kind of like they're pretty straightforward most of the time.
Yeah.
As long as they're made well. But like West Coast can be they can be malt forward. They can be hop forward. They can be unbalanced. They can be balanced. It's interesting. Hazies I feel like don't have as much variation.
I do want to tell you that I dropped off some samples the other day for a Thistle for you and Jake to try. I saw them in the cooler. They're still there. And you got to try that cherry Kool-Aid sour, the cherry Nuka Vice.
I
It
will.
was delicious. I actually had it on Saturday at the pit room down on Memorial. It was
yeah.
so good.
Okay, we'll try it, and more unfortunately,
had-
me and the staff will try it.
There you go.
You know, that's
Screw
the
Jake.
selling point.
Nice.
You know, still shout out to Jake. He pays me, so
Yeah, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good that y'all all try the beers though.
No,
That is good.
absolutely. If we are the ones that are going to sell it, we have to be the ones to love it. So.
Right. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, if
That's
there's
very
something
good.
new on the menu when I walk in, I'll ask whoever's behind the bar, hey, have you tried it? What do you think? So
Yeah.
I trust all their opinions.
Yeah, so you guys are all pretty much beer nerds. Like everybody here that works behind the bar.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Every single one of us. And
Yeah.
I think that's the beautiful thing is because we all enjoy drinking beer.
Right.
And we all are educated in different types of styles. So I think that's also a plus. So,
Yeah, yeah.
Mary does take the time to kind of vet us before we're hired. And I love that because,
Yeah. I think that's very important. I think that's super cool. I think that you don't see that in a lot of places.
I was going to pour a beer.
Yeah,
if you don't mind,
pour away.
Since we're talking about beers and trying beers.
Are we done with
Absolutely.
F your liver?
Oh,
that
yeah,
it?
we all pulled a card.
Yeah,
Okay,
we all
all
pulled
right.
the card.
So that's the F Your Liver portion of the show. You can check out F Your Liver at fyourliver.com and Amazon F Your Liver and eBay F Your Liver. Oh, you were saying that you had gotten to try F Your Liver and had some wild experiences.
Oh, absolutely. I played it at my friend's house, and it was like a double date. We made like appetizers, and we were just like, let's get crazy. Let's play F Your Liver. And it was to the point where we were like 24 packs of Lone Star in. We were taking orange JMO shots, finished a bottle, and the floor as lava came around. And I mean, what do you get on? The bar? The table?
I guess
the dog?
so.
Yeah.
Whatever's around you.
How many of y'all were there?
There was only 4 of us.
That's holy shit.
Yeah. But, all industry folk, that's like a normal night for a bunch of us.
Yeah.
Lone Star's like water at that point.
Oh, absolutely. And then the course banquet came, and it was amazing. It was an amazing night.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
It was great, but a great game. Yeah.
Appreciate it. So Casey, I just handed Casey as our perception, which is a 6.5 hazy IPA. We don't normally try to push our beers on the podcast, but I thought this was a special occasion where we were all going to be bringing beer, and I wanted to bring this one. It's really great. I think it's one of the best hazy IPAs Megaton's ever made, and it has El Dorado, citrus, and mosaic hops.
Citra.
Citra.
Yeah.
Great nose.
It smells really nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Like I always say, just because all the hazies taste the same doesn't mean they don't all taste good.
Do you need a shot of this?
Oh yes.
No, Steven only drinks hazy
literally.
heavy hands. That's the only beer he drinks.
Here, hand him the rest of the can.
That's a hazy.
Nobody can hear
I
you,
didn't say I
bud.
wouldn't. I didn't
Steven,
say I
nobody
wouldn't
can
drink
hear
it.
Steven.
Don't worry about it. So Steven's in my neighborhood. He's a friend of mine. When I had my little Facebook Live show, he was what we call our producer. So he would sit and just make sure everything was fine. So
Nice.
No, he's more than welcome to hear.
He just wanted an
him to know
excuse.
that-
Yeah, he just wanted an excuse to sit and drink some more beer with us for free.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Aw.
Steven's good. Yeah, he pretty much the only beer that he drinks is Heavy Hands. He buys it by the case.
Oh wow.
Spindle tap?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All
this is really
Citra.
nice. It's actually really
It's really
it's
great.
a lighter body, which is nice because it means it doesn't have a ton of yeast in it. It doesn't have all that. It's still juicy, still fruity, but it's I'm a fan. I like it a lot.
Appreciate it. No, it's,
Steven knows hazies aren't my favorite style. I'll drink them. I don't have a problem with hazies.
Yeah.
They're not my. They're
I'm
not
just
my favorite.
really
Yeah.
happy with how this came out, and I wanted to
should be.
share it with you today.
Thank
Yeah.
you very
pretty
much.
good.
You should be
Yeah.
happy.
Appreciate it.
It's very aromatic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it smells so
Yeah,
good.
nose is great on this.
Yeah. Where'd the name come from?
So in the video game Fallout, which the brewery is themed around, they have these things called the specials, and you can update like your little points, like whether you're very perceptive, whenever so perception or your strength or your agility. You can Megaton has taken it to name a beer after each one of these stats.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah. They do a really great job of marketing their stuff to Fallout, and this steampunk's kind of like there's a lot of steampunk vibe in the tap room, but I think the branding itself lends itself more to the Fallout, which I think is great. They had when I worked there in the very beginning, I remember them getting blessings from the Bethesda.
Some of the people came out there. I wasn't there. He was an early Megaton.
Bethesda's the people who make the game Megaton. Just for people who don't know that,
Fallout.
But
Fallout.
I mean, sorry, Fallout. Megaton that's in
You're
Fallout.
about to get canceled.
Bethesda makes Fallout. Yeah, but they basically thought it was great that there was a brewery named after it, and they were leaning into it, and they kind of had our we at the time had their full support, and it was really cool to have
That's
that
great.
because no C&Ds, right? Like you can just kind of name shit like Nukashine and stuff
I
like
don't
that.
know. There's a show now. It won a bunch of Emmys. We probably got to be a little bit careful. I know the brewery
Yeah.
doesn't post anything directly to Fallout. I on my personal profile.
But you even have your what's your mascot like the it's not a stick figure. It's like
It's
a
the Monopoly guy. It's just Fallout's
No.
version of. No, it
It's-
is, but that's where they got it.
Oh, okay, because
Okay.
it's Fallout. It's definitely Fallout, but they kind of changed the image just enough to get away from.
Yeah,
being
but it's
exactly
not there
like it.
originally. They took that from Monopoly.
Yeah,
and we
it
took
does kind
that.
of look like the Monopoly guy. Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a younger, cooler, maybe skateboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a monocle.
He does not have a monocle that I've
No.
seen. Yeah. All right. So, do we want to switch gears now? Do we want to jump into?
Well, I definitely want to. One thing I wanted to talk about because at the beginning we couldn't name our loggers.
Oh, okay.
So I did want to name our loggers that we had this at the very beginning. Which what was the one?
We had the Great Heights Let Them Run Wild.
and I think we
Lovely.
had was it Low Tide?
Yes.
The
That was
Low
it.
Tide.
Yeah.
Which was really good.
Yeah.
Galveston Island and Great Heights. Shout out to both two great breweries.
Yep.
100%.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Love Great Heights.
Yes.
Love everybody there.
What's
Yeah.
your? I was just looking at the menu. What's your favorite beer on the menu right now?
Oh, it would have to be the Deadhead Mango IPA.
Ooh,
I believe it's
It's the
so
style,
good.
right?
It's a it's an IPA. So it's the mango IPA by, and I always say it wrong. So please,
Distill?
yeah,
Distill.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Taylor.
Yeah, love Taylor.
That beer is amazing. I have drank it every single day. I think that it's really clean for an IPA, really low on the bitterness scale, but you get a lot of the hop characteristics in it without it being bitter. And I like bitter. My favorite beer in the whole wide world is going to be Cali Green by Brash.
Nice.
But that
love Cali Green. Love
IPA, oh, it's just so
Yeah,
good.
that's
It's
cool.
just so good. And
That's awesome.
it's
No, I agree.
fantastic.
I used to hunt them down at Total Wine and More. I would go up there and I'd find stuff from them, and they make really great IPAs.
Yeah, Distilled
They do.
makes good beer.
They really do. There's a crumble sour in our fridge right now.
What?
It's a blueberry
Like crumble cookie?
No, I wish that'd be
Crumble
Yeah.
cookies. My wife's obsessed with crumble cookie.
Okay, have you seen their lineup this week? There's a Kit Kat one that I'm very excited about.
And we're gonna have a beer soon, then.
Would the Kit Kat one?
No, I'm saying a crumble cookie beer.
Oh, it has to be.
That collab's
right?
got to happen.
It's got to come in a pink like carrying case, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like
Yeah,
a
but what
little
style
that'd
is
be
it?
cute.
I mean, the obvious choice is pastry stout.
obvious choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could do a
But
sour.
could it be something else?
Yeah.
Like, you could do sour.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I want a crumble cookie IPA.
I
I
drink
just don't
it.
see Snickerdoodle
I
IPA.
drink
I
it.
drink it, but yeah.
It'd be a
drink it.
flight. It would definitely be a flight. It wouldn't be one beer.
True.
I'm getting a little bit of grass and earth, and then
I'm
there's
just getting
this-
all sugar. It's
there's
just all sugar.
a little bit of cookie
It's a
dough.
9,000 calorie
And it's
IPA.
just sponsored by Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked? Okay, speaking of calories, have you ever looked at Crumble the way they do their calorie? They're like, oh, 300 calories. That's for a quarter of a cookie.
Oh, a serving size.
Yeah,
Oh.
serving size is a quarter of
Wow.
a Crumble cookie.
I don't feel gluttonous at all. I'll
Who the
still eat
fuck
them. I'll
eats
still
a
eat the
I don't think
whole
quarter
I'm
of a
into a
crumble
crumble cookie
cookie
myself, but there's sometimes at my house, and I'll take a couple bites.
Yeah.
I like them, but yeah, I ain't eating that whole box. I
No.
can't do
Oh,
it.
no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, I can eat it. So when we buy, we usually get like 4 in a box, and we'll just share them with our family. But yeah, I can't even put down a whole. They're so sweet and rich. They're
Oh.
delicious, but for a few
Good.
bites, yeah.
So you had some stuff you wanted to talk about. Well, we had some subjects. We do
Yeah.
want to talk about the state of craft beer, but there was another topic you had.
So you want to jump into that first? That was basically just I wanted to get their opinions, Hugh and Mireya.
Mireya.
I was about to say Maria. Mireya, I was about to get y'all's opinions on the state of Houston craft beers and how much do you think that they're as collaborative as they should be? Do you think that because let me preface this a little bit. I've traveled a little bit, not as much as I would have liked to have, and I've been to some other cities and talked to other breweries and stuff like that. And sometimes I wonder about Houston's level of collaborativeness, and I just want to get y'all's opinion on that and how y'all feel about that. How breweries communicate to each other and help each other out in this community. I think we do a lot, but could it be better? Or is what are your opinions?
You want me to go? So
Hit it.
I've got thoughts. I know for a fact that all the breweries are very supportive of one another. Hey, especially during if you go back to COVID, hey, I'm out of this hop. Do you have extra? Happy to give some things like that. I don't think there's been enough collaboration, but I also think it comes down to everyone's so focused on doing their own thing and making sure that they survive
Right.
that it's hard to look outside of yourself to try something to see if it may or may not work.
Right.
So would I love to see more of it? Probably. I'd love to see more Houston breweries getting more national coverage, collaborating with more national breweries. Like when Brash had the Omegang collaboration. I don't think many people knew about that.
Right.
I mean, Omegang's a huge brewery.
Huge.
So would I like to see more? Yes. Do I understand why we're not seeing more?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's the
Yeah.
same reason why you could say, hey, you've got your little close circle of friends. Why aren't you making more friends?
Yeah.
This is what I can handle right now. I don't know if I can do more than what they've got. But would I love to see, especially north side, south side collaboration? I mean,
That'd be cool.
Dylan at Foss does amazing lagers. I think the lagers at Galveston Island are fantastic too. Would I love to see the two of them collaborate? Yes. I don't know how feasible it is. I don't know how you can fit it into production schedules. There's a whole lot more to it than let's just make a
You're
beer
not wrong.
together.
The craft brewery industry is a busy industry. Everybody is on the move all the time.
Yeah. I well, before I speak on what I was going to say, I'll let you.
Actually, I think Hugh took the words out of my mouth. I
Yeah.
know a big thing is that when I go to the Pink Boots meetings, that's one of the biggest topics is how we can all continue to be together, but it just never ends up happening just because, again, everyone is doing different things at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So, how can we all get together when we're all in, 14 parts of the city at the same time? So I
Right.
agree. It just needs to be more collective of hey, time, place, let's do it, because you get Misfit together with Great Heights or put a little Project Halo into that would be amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be two Frankensteins, you
Yeah.
know, and I would love that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would love it. I think that's the thing for me is it's I think honestly, now that we're kind of in this downturn with alcohol, right? And we're kind of people just aren't drinking as much as they were. And craft beer's taken a little bit of a downturn. And I think that breweries now, are more the idea of collaborating is probably heightened a little bit. But I want to go back to 2017, I kind of wish we would have been doing it then too. Whenever things were hot and heavy, everybody was drinking craft beer, everybody, and I really wish we would have been a little bit more collaborative back then. And I guess I just kind of wanted to expand on that today because that's something we don't really talk about too much. Well, I think we've had a couple of podcasts where it's been brought up and people have shared their opinions.
Who's being collaborative, who's always been collaborative, who's probably the most collaborative craft brewery in Houston, and that's No Label.
Yeah.
Yep.
With
Yeah.
Murky Myers around the corner,
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Me and Cody, we were at DECA this morning, and we were talking. Me and Cody were going back and forth. How many breweries? What was it? 18?
13?
13
No.
It's
13.
more. It's like
Oh,
18
he started
this year.
counting them.
18.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was 12 last year.
I don't know
or
if that's
something. So, yeah,
including
it's now
Meanwhile, who's
Yeah.
on the list.
But also at the same time,
17.
when I talking about collabs and getting on them, I didn't really know. I'd heard of Spindle Tap, But I didn't even really know of Spindle Tap until they did that Operation Juice Drop collab with Parrish, and Parrish leaning.
With Dr. Juice.
Yeah, no, it was Operation Juice Drop.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
like a mixture of.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it was that when they collabed with Parrish on an IPA, and everyone knows Ghost, and that Parrish is putting their name behind Spindle Tap being able to brew, quote unquote, at their level, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then I think after that is when Spindle Tap really, really took off with their own hazies and were able to stand on their own. So I think doing those collabs with people even outside of Texas that are known for particular style
You're saying maybe.
will elevate everyone here in Houston.
That's all Justin from Ingenious wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I don't really care if I'm speaking out of turn right now about this, but he didn't want to collaborate with Houston breweries. He wanted to collaborate up, is what he said,
I get it.
quote unquote.
That's fair.
That-
Yeah.
Collaborate
That's
up. So I'm gonna collaborate with somebody like Parrish or Tripping Animals, or I'm gonna collaborate with somebody like Beer Zombies out in Vegas. You know,
Yeah.
like they
Like
collaborated
the big
with
guys.
Yeah,
Who they
yeah.
think are the
Yeah.
prime real estate.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
And that's what he wanted to do. Now at the time though, I was like, can't we do both? Is there not room for
Yeah.
both? I think, your Houston consumer that's really into craft beer at that time would have really loved to have seen an Ingenious Baba collab or something
But
like
I'll be
that.
honest, they're gonna like me as a consumer thinking back. If it was a Spindle Tap Great Height collab back in 2017, I
would've
don't think
loved
it
that.
would have been. It would have been great. I don't think it would carry the weight that a Parrish Spindle Tap collab.
I was going to ask
Okay.
you, do you think you talked about the Parrish collab with Spindle Tap? Do you think maybe, and you said that was right before their hazy hype.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe that they learned something from that experience and they brought it to the table?
Oh, absolutely, and I think it elevated Spindle Tap to people think, who is this little brewery that Parrish believes in them
Yeah.
to say, hey, yeah, you're cool. I don't want to say you're good enough to brew with us, because I don't think that's the way it is. But I really think that using collabing with a very large national, well-known, especially for specific style brewery, brings that collaboration. Like you said, you're going up, like
Yeah.
Justin said.
Which
Yeah.
brewery brewed it, though? Was it Spindle Tap that brewed the collab you're talking about?
I believe so, because
It's
it was
usually
because
one brewery.
it was brewed at Spindle Tap.
At
but
The
with
second
folks-
one was at Parrish.
yeah,
The second one's a Parrish, okay.
Yeah.
yeah. But I remember I hadn't really heard of Spindle Tap before. I kind of knew of them, but the minute they said, "Oh, they're doing a hazy with Parrish," well, shit, I want to try it because Parrish
Yeah.
brews Ghost, so it's gonna be good. Maybe not as good as Ghost. Maybe it's better. Who knows? But I
was
really
fun.
think that gave them that boost to then be like, "Hey, these guys know how to brew hazy IPAs," and obviously they've leaned into it. There's nothing wrong with that business model.
Right. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I think they really kind of almost they made the hazy IPA for Houston specifically very much, or I don't even want to say Houston, just the South,
I would
Houston
s-
Haze.
Yeah,
the
I would
South.
Say so.
There's a balance between bitter and juicy.
Yeah.
They're really good. I will say my first time that I heard about Spindle Tap, I was in the women's bathroom at Lola's, and there was a diamonds in my mouth sticker in the stall, and I fell in love with the merch of like, oh, what is this? And then 2 days later, I'm out to the brewery and having my first hazy IPA, and it's diamonds in my mouth, and I love that they're so Houston based.
Yes.
Like their names, their I don't want to say aesthetic, but they're like merch. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, I do
and that's
too.
what hooked me. And I was like, oh,
Same.
okay, heck yeah. Like,
And Diamonds is probably one of the best hazies in my opinion. Still, it's so good. My wife
It's so
loves
good.
it.
Our friend Steven,
Yeah.
what do you want to
Yeah,
say
yeah,
so
yeah.
I can repeat it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you not talking about Larry's article, which he wrote in this time frame, when he said, "Who will be Houston's treehouse of Philly?"
You're right. So
Somebody repeat that.
Yeah.
That was the article.
Yeah. So you're all familiar with Larry Kessler, and our friend Steven was saying during that same time, he said Larry wrote an article that said who's going to be Houston's
treehouse.
treehouse or Trillium, which is the hazy IPA,
He put out a challenge.
and he put out a challenge to Houston breweries, and everyone kind of feels like probably Spindle Tap stepped up to that to
Yeah.
make their
Trillium is
beers.
wild.
Yeah.
I will say that's a big comparison.
Yeah.
Baba could have been there. They just choose to not be open as much.
If they could, if they could increase
take care of
production.
their family.
No,
They're
I'm not
very
saying,
family oriented.
I'm not shitting on the way they do things. I'm just saying if they wanted to, they could have
But
been a big.
They don't want to.
No, but
Right. That's
also,
what it
but
comes
also
down to.
speaking of Baba and how shitty the TABC is, it annoys me that when I go to Phoenix I can get Baba on the shelf at the
Phoenix,
in
Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona. I can get Baba on the shelf. Not recently, but previously, I've been able to go there, and they've had their IPAs, they've had their fruited sours, all the ninja, all that kind of stuff, because the TBC sucks so bad. And instead, I have to drive to basically,
Another state.
East San Antonio to go get it for
Yeah.
the 3 hours a week they're open.
Yeah.
Which is the reason I don't have a lot of.
You know
Baba.
why that's
Right.
happening and why you don't see Baba anywhere on tap in Houston, really? Is because they're selling all their beer the day they release
Yeah,
it.
or they're selling kegs to Corner 99, which is fine too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
they're
good for them.
open-
Good for them. They've
yeah.
got their business model. It works for them. I'm very happy.
Well, I'm just seeing people buying cases. They walk in there and they leave with. I leave with a case of beer when I go to
Sometimes
Baba.
dollies.
With
Yeah.
sometimes dollars.
Oh, I mean, and that
I'm
used to happen at
so
Spindle Tap
mad that
too.
I didn't
mean,
get to try their new one.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so I like their
They've
stuff.
been putting out
but
a lot of really cool looking
I
stuff.
don't.
Oh, they really, really do.
I love their stuff, and if one of my friends is going, I'm going to ask. I
bother me.
just don't chase beer anymore.
Yeah.
I've been in it too long. I don't chase. If I can get it, I can get it. If I can't, I can't.
You don't
It
need
is
to
what
chase
is.
it. You're here.
Yeah, right.
But I don't chase it either. Me and Casey were out on the road and we're friends with all the reps. They're giving us the beers. We're not even really asking some of the
That
time.
one is the one that I'm so upset that I did
Show
not
it
get
to
to
So
try.
pretty.
One?
So pretty.
Let me put the camera on you.
Yeah.
There it is.
I'm so
Can
upset.
barely see it, but what is
Yeah.
it? Can you say what it is?
Yes. So this was on August 22nd, and it was the Bog Leak Chew.
Is it already out?
Yeah, it's already out. But
I'm
it's
going tomorrow.
a sour apple and a fluff fruited sour inspired by a childhood favorite ballpark series collaboration, and it's supposed to mimic the gum.
I've had some of it's
wow.
a series of beer sours. I've had some out of that series. Yeah.
Their base is so good that everything they do is just
Now,
really well done.
this is not to say that if there's something in Phoenix that I want, that I will not send my oldest, who's 28, to go grab something for me, or that I haven't. I either the worst son with the best mom, or I just have the best mom and I'm an okay son. But I might have sent my 83-year-old mother to go mule beer for me from Oso Brewing around the corner from her house.
That's amazing. Your mom's your plug for good beer. That's amazing.
While you're out and
So if you want
about.
to try an Oso beer, I did bring one with me.
Hell
Yeah.
If you're familiar
Yeah,
with
let's
Thanks,
Shout out
Hughes.
to Hugh's
Thanks,
mom.
Hughes' mom.
No,
No,
literally.
this is not from her because I'm picking it up next weekend.
Oh, okay.
So
I
they
thought.
they have a beer called Bananarchy. This one is aged 13 months in 10-year Templeton rye barrels with fresh bananas, cinnamon, and toasted pecans. And I will bring one and I will share with you. But I've got like 2 other banana beers to put it up against. In the meantime, I brought. They have a whole series called Ales from the Crypt.
Okay.
And you'll look at their artwork.
size
It's
can is
fantastic.
that?
That's
That-
an 11.2.
You show it to your camera again?
It's an 11.2, right? And I'll read what it is. It's a Russell's Reserve 10-year bourbon barrel-aged imperial stout with cocoa nibs, maple syrup, and infusion coffee. But it's not overly sweet.
I like the artwork.
These guys started. It's called R.
Was just like,
I think OSO stands for Our.
Lord.
I don't. It's something about Homebrew Society, and now they've got like 6 locations in Phoenix, and they're actually doing their own distilling too, because you can do that in Arizona and have a brewery and a distillery at the same time.
I got a topic that as you're talking and I'm looking at how awesome the artwork is on that can that I want to bring up, especially with you. So you and Jake, you co-buy the beer here at Thistle?
yes, we try to. I give him. I try to go out to all the breweries as much as I can on the weekends, and I try to figure out what would work for our customer clientele. Any of the new stuff, but yes, we try to co-pilot that as much as we possibly can.
So we got a little bit into it on the Back Pew podcast last week with Bobby, and we were talking about the King of the Hill beer, the King of the Hellas that they put out, and with the new show that came out, and I was asking him how well the beer did because of the show, and he's like, "Oh, really great." And then Casey asked on the podcast, he's like, "Does the artwork really matter that much when it sells at the something that maybe that's not the
We're talking about King of the Hellas, and
And you're like, does it really matter that much? You said something along the lines, and you've never done sampling at grocery store for a brewery, have you? For Ingenious?
Nope.
Okay, so
Never
I did a
done
lot
it.
of that for Backpew back in the day. I don't do any grocery stuff because Megaton's not available in grocery. But how important do you think artwork is to?
100% important.
Because you have beers on the wall. You can come here. There's a cooler full of beers you can take home.
Absolutely. And more importantly, it's the first thing that's going to catch someone's eye, right?
Yeah.
So if Backpew had never put that can art on
that's
with the
good.
4 of them, and there's a fence and it says King of the Hellas, it wouldn't have take the people out, take the can art out, and it just says King of the Hellas.
Yeah.
No one would ever know it's King of the Hill, right?
Right.
Like, are a comparable thing, and it sometimes people would just look past it. But
Yeah.
because it's so eye-catching, people gravitate towards it, pop it open, they're like, oh, yeah, like Hank Hill, propane and propane accessories. And I
We're
was
in
like,
Texas. His
yeah.
name's Bobby.
Exactly.
It's great,
Yeah.
and it works out. And Ingenious was a perfect example of great
Great
can
artwork.
art.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
You
it
guys would
was
sell out every year of
Trippy.
all the
Trippy had it was the
all the Halloween stouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would.
Oh,
you guys would
Halloween
sell
stuff.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Bro,
those
it
little
was-
boxes.
Sell
It wasn't-
out within a week.
Oh, it would be crazy. Sometimes we'd have people call and like pre-order it, like, hey, like put my credit card down, put my name down on it. Like
Yeah.
it was amazing. Like,
Yeah,
and I think that works.
We had I know one time we put out a video about the mutagen beer, and it went super viral.
Yeah.
And so we had people calling from other states asking about it. We had people showing up because we were right by the airport, right
love
by
mutagen.
IH. And so people would show up and they're like, "Do you still have some left?" I'm like, "Dude, we sold out 3 months ago."
So just
but I
you
got
guys talking about
labels,
the Ninja
and I was
Turtles
selling
beer.
labels. I was cutting labels for people. I'm like, "Here, you can still have the sticker." And I had some guys who were like, "Well, I really want it on a can." And I'm like, "I got you, dude. Give me a crowler." And I even had one guy who was like, "Well, I don't really drink beer. I'm like a collector." It's like, no worries, bro. I filled this crowler up with water, and I just stuck the sticker on there. I was like, "Here you go, dude." You know,
amazing.
like I just had a lot of people coming in that were really excited about the label.
It
That
was the
it.
coolest can. It
Oh
might be
my
one of the
God, it was
coolest
amazing.
cans.
Yeah.
Until
It
you
was
get to like
amazing.
hardcore beer nerds like us, where label is kind of cool, but it's not what sells the beer.
Yeah.
To your average beer consumer,
That's the first.
that's the first thing to look at.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
can't tell you how much when I first started, how much beer I bought just based on the label.
Yeah.
So your label's got to be cool.
Wine too.
I
yeah.
would also say that. So you want to know a funny story? Is that before I would say about a year of me coming into Thistle, I had these labels on the back of my phone. So it's the OG Pussy Wagon and Kitty Wagon label.
Yeah.
And I was on a dating website, and when I took my picture, I put a selfie on, and someone on the swiped right, and they're like, "No way, those brash labels aren't even made anymore." And I'm just like, "That's insane that you took this." And that goes from like even the font. You know what I mean? It goes
Right.
down to where they're not even like making these anymore.
No,
You can't.
no.
So it's just like I think that's marketing.
Yeah, it
right?
is.
Your can art is marketing. It's
Yeah.
all marketing, and that's what gravitates people to.
Yep.
Because if I was
Absolutely.
walking through the beer aisle and I saw that, I want to try that. That looks
Absolutely.
cool.
Yeah.
I
Now, the
guess-
other reason that beer is in an 11.2 ounce can, take a sip. Did you take
Oh,
it?
yeah,
You
I
like
finished it. It's
Oh,
great.
Yeah. Do you know how much it is?
No.
14.2%.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me, but it was really
But you could
good.
solo dome that can in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I think labels are obviously very important. I think what I was really wanting to ask Bobby is, and I guess it's really because it's such a complex system. People that the market's a complex system. I think I just kind of wonder like how much does it matter? You know, like how is
Grocery,
is
it matters a whole lot because you're not getting to try
grocery?
the
I
beer.
think it matters tremendously. Yeah, because you don't have any way to sample it unless you're there when somebody's yeah.
But it matters on
doing a
tap
demo.
handles. Tap handles are billboards in a bar like this.
Yeah.
Big time.
and the other thing
Big
too is if
time.
they've like changed because if somebody's looking, if somebody only buys a beer, they don't know the name of the beer, but they know what it looks like, and then all of a sudden you change your branding, you're gonna you could absolutely lose sales. So you have to make sure that people know the name of the beer. I don't know how many times I've looked at something and I'm like, what is the name of this beer? I can't find it.
But more importantly, that anybody just gives us tap handles associated to the beer to begin with. That's a big problem for us too. Is that it's all distribution, right? And that's a whole another like chapter. But if you want it to stand out and if you want people to notice it, then like it needs to be a tap handle that's associated with it, or just the brewery in general. Because sometimes we have these random Thistle handles that we had made that we as the bartenders know what it is, but you're not going to understand what it is. We're just going to know 45, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
How often do you think somebody's walking in and they're not looking at the list and they're not asking a bartender, they're just looking at the tap handles?
Like 60% of the time.
Yeah.
60% of the time.
They're going to see your row of 11 below tap handles because they see the 11 and they know that they like hipster sauce or Taco Tuesday or whatever.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna order that because they know the tap handle, because that's one of the better tap handles because you know exactly who the brewery
it's
is
very
right away.
specific.
It doesn't even have to have a label on it. And you know it's from 11 below.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Because they just swap out stickers.
Yeah.
On the tap
we
handle.
have
a
an
very
11
similar tap handle,
in the tap
It's
handle.
metal. Instead of an
Yeah.
11 at the top, we have an M.
Yeah. And people are gonna know it.
Yeah.
But you
They-
could use
yeah.
those as weapons.
You
Have
could
you
shank
seen
somebody with them.
Dallas Martin House?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the giant. You could bludgeon somebody to death with that
That's
thing.
a zombie killer.
Yeah. You know what we're talking about, right? With the 3 birds.
I think I've never seen it in real life, even though I was at Martin House a couple months ago
Yeah.
buying all the stupid
It's
beer.
a,
I
it's a
could.
heavy made out of
Yeah.
metal.
It's
like
very
you could
heavy.
literally. Yeah,
I'm sure
you
y'all
could-
have had that on.
No, you guys
we don't. Well, no, we don't. We don't purchase Martin House.
Oh.
Not because we don't want to. It's I don't know. But we have so many tap handles that we're thinking about starting like a tiny graveyard of
Yeah.
tap handles that just went out of style or the brewery no longer exists, and we're gonna put like little St. Arnold candles around the graveyard, and it's we have so many, but my favorite one, and it's up there, is it's one of the dogfish heads, and it's just this huge fish that's like this big, and it's glass.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just think it's one of the Mary Thorn and Jake Thorn's, like, here you go, thank you presents that they receive, and
That's
it's
super
amazing.
cool.
It's amazing. I'll take it down.
Yeah,
but I'm too short
when we
to
do a
take it
break,
down.
please bring it
That's
out.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, we've been going 46 minutes now. Did you want to take a break, maybe grab that handle, and then we can start our other conversation?
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And y'all's cameras are acting all funky.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay, we'll stop and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Beer Someone listeners, are you thinking about buying, selling, or leasing a home? If so, you need to call Hugh Hait, the Texas Beer Realtor. Hugh knows hops and Hugh knows houses, and he can help you with all your real estate needs. That's TexasBeerRealtor.com or 281-939-8182.
F your liver, the game that will have you salute the general, and then say the alphabet backwards, and then elect the president, and then bust a move, and then throw a ninja star, and then shoot your finger gun, and then roar like a T-Rex, and then freeze like ice, and then karate chop, and then bust a rhyme, and then bet on a horse race, and then spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and then make your buddy laugh. Don't touch the ground because the floor is lava. Tell a story. Eat my lips. Just grab 3 to 20 friends, a drink of your choice, shuffle and flip the top card, and let the chaotic hilarity unfold. F your liver, a game worth drinking to.
Hey everybody, we're back here at Thistle Draft Shop, and I love Thistle. It's like, it makes me feel like I'm in an ice cream place. Like, I'm getting ice cream vibes out of this place.
I mean, that's amazing. I love soft serve and gelato.
Where are you
and-
getting ice
yeah.
cream? What
I don't know. I
ice cream
just think
places like
Thistle
this?
Draft Shop. I don't know. It feels like an ice cream
The
shop.
the word shop.
Yeah, maybe because of the word shop. I don't know.
Yeah. Because it does not look like an ice cream place.
But we're here with Mireya and Hugh, episode 16 of Beer Someone. We've done 16 of these. And we're figuring out these camera issues. Apparently, the cameras will just follow whoever.
Yeah. They have a mind of their own.
They do. They're AI-driven cameras. We just upgrade all our stuff.
We've all seen Terminator, so we know what's going to happen.
We all know what's happening, so we might as well drink.
Oh, whoops.
Hugh, you're pouring us some stuff, right? Can I?
Yes.
How are we cleaning these out? Because I still got a little bit of my last thing. Oh.
You have to drink that,
I got a little water.
and then a little water. So I brought you your water. It's right next to you. There you go.
You did, and then
I have
we
a dump glass even.
We got it. There we go.
It's not like we do this every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday here?
Pretty much every Tuesday for
very true.
trivia.
Ooh, I
Is anybody can just come here and hang out and be a part of that?
Well, I mean, not part of us. You've got to be invited because we're the champs. But no,
He's
just
not
kidding.
over exaggerating. He's not over exaggerating.
No, yeah. Trivia every Tuesday starts at 7, finishes about 9, 6 rounds, 10 questions a round, roughly. Sometimes there's some double point rounds, things like that. General knowledge, except for next week when you guys are having themed trivia.
We're doing party icons trivia. So think of Animal House, think of The Hangover.
Ooh.
It's going to be
American Pie?
American Pie. We're doing raunchy comedies. You know what I mean? It's going to be amazing. It's going to be really cool. So
What are we drinking right now, Hugh?
We are drinking Cantillon
This ain't from
Classic
Houston.
Goose
Nope.
from 2023. Thank you, Jake, for
Thanks,
saying we
Jake.
could raid your
Thanks, Jake.
Cantillon.
He didn't say we could raid that. He said we could raid the cooler, and that's what we picked out.
it's very true. That's what happened when beer nerds
Cheers.
know what they're rating.
Exactly.
Oh,
There you go,
man.
sir.
I'm so excited. I love Cantillon.
You know what? This would be a great opportunity because I was hoping we were going to get Jake on the podcast today because
Yeah.
I am a hot tub beer listener.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Same.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I know Casey is a listener as well.
I've been listening. I've already covered this
You've been
before.
listening to the recent episodes.
I
I've listened to the
didn't even
past.
know it existed until we started doing our podcast.
I was their first advertiser.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
I've been in the hot tub many of times.
Nice.
Yeah.
I sold the original hot tub because I had
All
sold
right.
Tim's house.
Right
R.I.P.
on. Yeah. No, I like them. They're definitely more beer focused, I think, than we are, and I think that's great. I think
Yeah,
that's awesome.
we're brewery business focused.
You're well. I will say this. At least I do appreciate the fact that you're less male genitalia focused.
fair enough. Yeah, we haven't gotten that far enough to be really male genitalia.
I don't know
we
if
were-
I want to see Tim ever
Not
again
see,
without
just
a shirt.
talking about it. Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of talking.
There's a lot of talking.
Okay. I was going to say anybody.
I mean, Jake and
is
Tim have
welcome.
both donned their speedos before, but I'm just saying there
Yeah.
happens to be a
It's a-
lot of male genitalia talk.
It's a good thing Hugh didn't hear our very first podcast that didn't get aired because
At Moon Tower
it
with
never got
Tommy.
recorded with Tommy, and we talked about cum for about 30 minutes.
that was mostly Tommy, mostly.
No, I was talking about cum too.
And then we talked about it, and then we recorded again with James at City Acre, and we're like, let's try to keep it beer focused.
Yeah.
There you go.
But no, I feel like they definitely they rate the beers 1 to 5 and stuff
1
like
to 4
that. And
industry
Have
standard.
they burned any places to the ground?
Yes,
yes.
there was one. Who was it? Farts Matute.
He was the former rep for
Was it Distill?
Distill.
Yeah,
Distill.
Distill.
Yeah. And
he's-
now I think he moved.
Yeah, he moved to the Pacific Northwest.
So they burned it to the ground?
Well, no, it was some
Plains.
variation of Pickle Fucker by by New Braunfels Brewing.
yeah.
And
It was
then
some horrible version. They said absolutely it's a 0.
there was another incident of where they had claimed it was like PB4, and they're like, "Oh, you use PB4 in this," and the person was just like, "Absolutely not. No, we do not use that in this beer." I'm being very vague. You can find the episode.
Yeah, be vague.
Yeah. And turns out there definitely was PB4 in it, and
So-
it's
okay.
just
For
like,
the-
hey,
for those-
it's okay.
For those of you that
Yeah.
don't know, PB4, it's a powdered peanut butter
Yep.
Yeah.
instead of actual peanut butter. It's very
Right.
common in a peanut butter flavored beer.
It tastes like peanuts.
ish.
It does not taste like peanut butter.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to add things to it
And
and
there's-
make a recipe out of it to make it taste like
There's
peanut butter.
nothing wrong with it. Just
No.
admit
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what you're using.
Did we
Yeah.
cheers on this one yet?
Oh.
Yeah, I think we did, but
I think
let's
we did.
cheers
We'll
again
do it
because
again.
Cantillon.
Cantillon deserves it. Yeah.
I have a self-imposed I don't spend more than $1 an ounce rule, whether it's draft or package.
Oh, yeah?
There are exceptions, and Cantillon is obviously one of those exceptions. The other exception is when I'm using gift cards here at Thistle
It's true.
that we've won at trivia.
You ever been to any of those places where they can literally charge you by the ounce? They have Benny Thunders in the Heights.
I've not been here actually. Believe it or not, at my in-laws in West Texas in San Angelo, there's a pizza joint in the old fire station that does it by the ounce. And if you ever actually look at how much per ounce, it's ridiculous. They're actually raping you when they do that. It's 30 cents an ounce, and all of a sudden your $6 beer that's normally $6 is, $9.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah, I like the Benny Thunder setup though. It is nice.
I do like Benny Thunders.
I think that people actually utilize it well. You get to sample as more things that way. It's really
Yeah,
nice.
absolutely.
And you can sample it however. If you like a 4-ounce sample, or you like a 6-ounce sample, or you want just a little 1-ounce sample.
16-ounce sample.
You can make it. Yeah, you can do whatever
I
you
love a
want.
good 16-ounce sample.
Yes.
You know?
That's the
16 and
only
a
way to
half.
really sample it.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to spend time with it, get to know it. It gets to know you.
And then
That's
sometimes
a
you
cool
go back for
spot.
seconds.
Yeah.
You know?
And sometimes you go back for absolutely.
Who knows?
Okay, let's get into what we're really here to talk about.
All right, so what we're really here to talk about is the state of craft beer. Alcohol is down, craft beer is down, and we want to talk about it.
We
wanna-
can talk about it from brewery perspectives, but we've done a couple events with craft beer bars. We did Mojo's, we did Premium Draft, we've done stuff at Moon Tower. Thistle Draft Shop is, I feel like, one of those bars in Houston that represents the craft beer community. It
Absolutely.
really matters, and
Y'all got voted one of the best craft beer bars in the country, right? A couple
Yes.
years ago.
Yep. Mhm.
That's really cool.
I think whenever you have beer on tap here, this is where the community tries it. And you say you do bottle shares and all kinds of events here.
Yeah, actually, all those Patience releases, the first beer that we had, they release all their beer here.
Yep.
So
Here,
Mary
okay.
is very supportive of the community. You guys do, I think John Moore had his
Yes.
Void Meadery release here.
John
That's
Moore,
really cool.
Which,
Yeah, we
which John
still
Moore?
have
He's a
a
homebrewer,
bunch of bottles.
homebrewer mead.
Is this a John
That's
Moore
awesome.
that's like
It's
the
amazing.
beer guy of HEB for
No. This
San
is
Antonio?
This is a home brewer up in Conroe we talked about earlier.
Oh, yeah, no, I know what you're
Void
talking
Meadery.
about, yeah.
He had a release here as well.
Very cool.
So I say all that because me and KDC both represent our prospective breweries, and we're interacting with people in the industry all the time, and we see how these bars that we sell beer are doing. We see how our breweries are doing. We have friends in the industry. We see how they're doing. How's Thistle doing right now?
You know, it is it's an even flow of things, right? I think that we as a business have to understand that we need to make people understand and make people drink craft beer more, simply because we are very fortunate to have the Blind Finch, an amazing cocktail bar next to us with an amazing mixologist. So a lot of our overflow are a younger demographic of 21, 22, 23, people who don't
Wow.
particularly enjoy beer. So when they come over here and wait for a table, they come in here and they're just like, "Oh, well, I don't really drink beer. And if I am, I'm like a Coors Light or a Banquet." Cool. How do we make those people fall in love with local breweries and a different profile of stuff? So
You're saying younger people, you said like 21, 22-year-old. You're saying generally the younger people that are coming here are not interested in beer?
no, not at all.
But they're here to get a table to eat.
They're here to get a table next door.
That-
Oh,
They're
oh,
waiting.
oh.
Yeah, so
So
we get
can
a lot
you-
of overflow next
Can you
door.
explain what the
Gotcha,
Golden Finch
gotcha.
is? Because we haven't talked about that on the podcast yet.
The Golden Finch is from Harry Potter, but the Blind Finch.
Blind Finch, I'm sorry.
The Blind Finch.
You see where my
Yeah.
mind is.
The Blind Finch is our speakeasy pre-prohibition cocktail bar next door that Mary and Jake curated very beautifully. If you go next door, Pierre Celis's chandelier is hanging.
Are there three of them?
There's 3 of them.
From his actual house in Belgium.
That's cool.
It's amazing and it's beautiful. So we get a lot of the occupancy is only 59 people, so we have a lot of people who wait.
I had to wait when I came here and I went to the Blind Finch.
Yeah, you had to wait here?
I had to wait here. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining.
no, I thought you meant you had to wait here and you went over there. And I was
No,
like,
I went
what?
over
We were
there
that
and it was
busy?
past the. There was too many people.
Oh,
and,
yes,
And they
yes.
said I had to wait, so I came over here and hung out and got a beer.
And,
Okay.
on those Fridays and Saturdays, we really do try to pinpoint of like, hey, cool, you're not a beer fan, but let's do it today. Let's do it. And if you were to ask me, like you did, of like how we're doing, we got to plan events. We got to pivot to the market. We got to continue to be innovated within our restaurant and what we sell to the consumer, right? So you guys asked about THC earlier. We put more THC on the shelf. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We put more seltzers on. We
More
have-
non-alcoholic stuff.
We have so much non-alcoholic. Shout out to Athletic and shout out to Patrick. We have so many like non-alcoholic beers.
I was
because
shocked to see that you actually had their Run Wild
Yeah.
NA IPA on tap.
It's amazing.
Which I've never
And-
Yeah,
had an
that's a
NA
big
on
deal.
tap,
People
That means
are
it's
drinking.
On tap?
people are drinking
If
it
it's selling enough, do you guys have a keg or a half barrel?
on tap.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, and run wild, but we have to because people aren't drinking beer like that anymore.
Do you see, since you've brought in THC products, and I think you just said it, but the non-alcoholic seltzers, you're saying, is that making up for the difference in the younger people that are not spending money on beer?
Yes, absolutely. They can sit down, crack open the can, drink it here, and some people have to understand, like, a lot of people don't want the beer calories. A lot of people don't want to feel bloated. A lot of people want to enjoy the rest of their night without just feeling weighed down by whatever carbonation or hops that you're about to drink from a blonde. So, yeah.
Yeah.
How long has Thistle been here, and when did y'all open I keep wanting to say Golden Finch, but it's
think
not
so.
Golden.
Yeah. The Blind Finch.
Blind Finch.
Yeah. They're probably been open for like 3-4 years, I believe. Yeah. I remember when I first started, she had the concept, and I think within a year and a half, she acquired the business next door and gutted it completely. It was amazing. It was really cool.
That
It's
is
really cool to
cool.
see that process from start to finish.
The cool thing is you can only enter through the back door. So
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
a
front door
secret
to
engine.
there's a front door to Thistle. There's back doors at
It's
Thistle.
a prohibition-style whiskey bar. I mean, you have
I
other
remember,
things.
Yeah,
but
it was great. So when they first started and I got invites, you had to have a password
really
to get in, and they had a doorman to let, because it was pre-opening, soft opening. Hey, we're open from this time to this time on Saturday night. Please come by. This is your password.
and
And I saw people get
was
turned
like
away because they were like,
posters.
"Oh, I want to try," and they're like,
Yeah.
"What's the password?" He's like, "What?" And they're like, "What's the password?" So they were very, very good about trying to keep it
Studio
authentic, per se.
54.
Yeah, but
share
but
on a
also to
pony,
keep it small
you know?
to make sure that it didn't
was
get
that
out of hand.
Studio
And they've got a
54
dress code.
I don't remember. I know this at City 54. He like decided who got to get in the club and who didn't.
Yeah.
It was like whoever the owner was. I can't remember
Yep.
his name. The movie was great. The movie was awesome. But yeah, no, I love speakeasies. I've been to a few of them. I think the concept is really cool. There's one right next to Big Owl too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been to that one.
I will
Yeah.
tell you
That
this:
one's cool.
it would behoove you both to come back on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, because isn't their first old fashioned $3 next door?
$3.
Okay.
But come back on a burlesque night. Abby Cadabra and
Oh yeah.
the Hush Hush Cabaret is fantastic. Those ladies are
You sell
fantastic.
out. You sell out every single time.
Every single Thursday. Every other Thursday we sell out. And at one point, there was a whip in one of the shows, and it's fantastic. She got up on the bar and was like,
You
cracked
sold
it.
me there.
Yeah, she cracked it.
Catwoman.
Yeah, and I was like, yep,
That's amazing.
sold. Yeah.
I had a pretty good time when I went. I did get an old fashioned. I don't think it was made with whiskey. What's that? The green liquor that they say makes you hallucinate.
Absinthe.
Yeah, it was an absinthe.
Oh, that's
old
interesting.
fashioned that y'all were making.
Huh, interesting.
But this was like 2
You know
years
of
ago.
absinthe?
Oh, speaking of Jake, he just pulled up
I have. Yes, I recognize.
No,
the
he
your
didn't.
car. Yeah.
I drank some absinthe in my day. I've
had
the
some
only
in
time that I
college.
ever had any that I felt like actually gave me some type of a psychedelic experience was from a buddy of mine who flew from Amsterdam, and he brought a bottle home. He stuck
the
it in his
legit shit.
It was as legit as I think it could be. And I had already tried some by that point, so I was like, man, whatever, dude, whatever.
store
and we
store
tried
absinthe?
it. It's awfully, it's licorice, so it doesn't
yeah.
taste good. But I remember we ended up chasing each other through our apartment complex, firing off Roman candles at each other that night, and I had the most
You
fun.
needed absinthe to do that?
Oh man, I was no. I'm just saying it was they were glowing past me like it was like yeah, it was amazing. I enjoyed it. It was very fun.
I want to get back to the industry and craft beer though. Like, so we're talking about craft breweries closing. What do you think that these what you're doing here with THC and non-alcoholic and seltzers? Just you think that breweries need to apply that technique?
I think in every industry we have to pivot, right? We
Yeah.
have to pivot to the trends, and we have to pivot to the market. And one of the biggest things that I've noticed this year is that my really good friend works at a really high-end resort, and she said that when Mini Boss came on draft, that they all sampled it, correct? And 9 out of 10 of the people who were there did not enjoy it.
Wow.
Mind you, they're all 21, 22-year-olds who had never had an IPA.
They just want a Bud Light.
They want a High Noon. They want a Cutwater. They
Oh,
want
yeah,
something that's ready to drink. They want something
I was
that's
thinking about my
palatable.
perspective when I was younger. I just
When
wanted
you
cheap
were
alcohol.
19.
When you were, yeah.
I just wanted Keystone Light or whatever.
Yeah.
Not
30
anymore.
dollars
they've
for
gr-
15 bucks.
Yeah, these kids
Rolling
are drinking
Rock, that's what. Yeah.
seltzers and
The biggest thing is they're just not drinking. So I read
Yeah.
something the other day that
Yeah.
said there's only, and it sounds like a lot, but it's only 54% of age adults consume alcohol on any sort of regular basis in the U.S., which is the lowest it's ever been, barring prohibition. So people aren't drinking as much. I guess I got a 19-year-old that doesn't really drink at all. I've got a about to be 25-year-old, 26-year-old. Doesn't really drink. My 30-year-old, my 28-year-old, my other 26-year-old, more so. But they
You told me earlier they were interested in THC products, though.
the younger
Some of
ones,
them.
yeah, the younger ones probably. That's it's legal in Arizona where some of them are. It may not be legal here, but they're more interested in the THC, and not even just the. I mean, I've given them the seltzers and they're like, it's fine, but they're all just that's what they want. They want the THC because they want that feeling, no hangover the next day, no impairment, the next day
Right.
at work or anything like that.
right. Yeah,
So you
absolutely.
pivot.
And I'm starting to find myself to be like that. I am enjoying these THC beverages whenever I'm like
as
not
well.
in the mood to drink. And I love to drink
Or
alcohol.
in between
but-
beers.
Yeah.
yeah, that too.
I've gotten to the point where, because I did back in 23, I did Heart 75, which is, no alcohol, strict diet, 2 workouts a day. It's this whole mental thing. And I actually found that I enjoyed, and I still do, and I still keep a couple in my fridge on occasion, that I want the sensation of opening a beer. But I'm only drinking 2 nights a week. I've limited myself. I drink on Tuesday nights at Thistle, and I drink one other night a week. And maybe if I do a third night, it's one beer that I share with the wife. So the idea that I can take a non-alcoholic that still tastes like beer, and I was saying when you open a beer, it sounds different than when you open a soda or sparkling water or something like that, and you can get that kind of placebo effect from it.
right.
So the non-alcoholics are getting much, and they're actually getting a whole lot better. Athletic is good. There's a couple out there that are actually really, really good. And
Now, when
actually
you
taste like beer.
When you
I
say
like the ones the craft
placebo,
breweries are making.
when you say placebo, you mean like you get a little bit of a dopamine rush or something, some sort of gratifying
it's
experience.
mostly like
Right.
this. It becomes a habit at the end of the day, because there was a while there where I was drinking 4 or 5 beers every night of the week. That's not healthy,
Right.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Right.
But that idea of cracking that beer and pouring it in a glass and taking that first sip at the end of the day,
Yeah.
that's what you want.
Right.
Nothing else
Yeah.
satisfies that except for
And-
a beer. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, I haven't gone as far as to do non-alcoholic that way, but I have done THC, and I've cracked open an Eighth Wonder,
Their Wonder Waters.
their Wonder Water at the
Yeah.
house, and I'm like, and when I'm cooking, and it was a day I didn't have beer at the house, and I didn't really want to drink, but I was just like, whenever I did that, I was like, all right, yeah, I think there's something to that. There is a placebo effect that is effective. It does work, and it does satisfy that little bit of a urge or itch or whatever you want to call it. But
I've liked the non-alcoholic stuff that I've tried. St. Arnold makes some stuff. Southern Stars made stuff in the past. I wonder if that's.
I haven't tried any non-alcoholic
the-
beer.
I liked them.
The best I've ever found is actually out of Naperville, Illinois. It's a company called Go Brewing, Go. They actually I have found out they have a tap room in Naperville, just outside Chicago, that they have all their NAs on tap. But the nice thing is
All
you can,
on, like it's a brewery you would go to. It's all non.
It's a tap room, but it's all non-alcoholic
Oh.
stuff.
Ooh.
But
Is
like,
that the one Tom Holland does?
No, that's a different
No.
one. That's a different
Yeah.
one than he does. This
I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
Like Beerzo?
Yeah, this is like- yeah,
Beer,
yeah.
something like
Bureau,
that.
Bureau.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bureau
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
No, this is different. But
I heard
the nice
that's
thing
not
is,
good.
the nice thing is you
yeah,
can
Tom
order
Holland's
it,
doing it. I don't
and
wanna
it
drink
ships
it.
to your house because it's
Just kidding.
water. So they've got a double IPA.
That's the problem. I've never found a non-alcoholic IPA.
Go Brewing. They've got a Pilsner that's great. They've got a couple
have
of
one of
single
those here?
IPAs. No, Go Brewing is it, but you can order it because it ships right to the house. They
So,
don't
okay, I'm
distro
gonna give it a shot.
The Not Just Another Story double IPA actually has body. I don't know how they're giving body to a non-alcoholic beer. Now,
Yeah.
it's not any cheaper, than regular beer because it actually costs more money.
Yeah, I was
to,
about to say
to
they
make.
have to take it.
Really?
They have to
Yes.
take it out.
No,
yeah.
there's like 6 different ways to remove the alcohol from your
I don't.
beer.
Yeah, it's so
And
funny.
there's a whole. Jake knows
That's
a whole bunch
interesting.
about it. He actually went to a
We all
class on
did.
it. Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
it's really interesting.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's
uh,
not-
I didn't know. I had no idea how non-alcoholic beer is
You
made.
either have to stop the fermentation
Yeah, you have to
process,
stop
or you
it.
have to strip the alcohol
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was watered down to a certain point or what, but
No.
like I had no idea. But like we tried that. I don't know.
Sylvia poured
Sylvia
some
had,
at no label for us.
and it was what was the Bush? It was Bush's version of
Yeah,
their
it
NA.
was a bunch of
It
generic.
doesn't taste any worse than
It was
the
actually
original
better.
Bush. Yeah,
It was not bad
Like
at
the
all.
0% Guinness.
Guinness
It's
is good.
beautiful.
Just the same.
It's so
It
good.
literally
It's
tastes
so
the same.
good.
It's
I like the
so
non-alcoholic
good.
Guinness.
Yeah.
I could drink that.
Yeah. But isn't that the
You
thing?
can't taste the alcohol in Guinness though.
No,
No. It,
Yeah.
But at least it's got the same. I mean, Guinness is thin to begin with, so it's got the
Yeah.
same body. So
Oh,
I'll
that's
take
fair.
it.
Yeah.
But this Go Brewing is the best stuff I found
Okay.
because I was on it for 75 days and I was trying it from all over the country.
Yeah.
I've never
Interesting.
been a fan of like regular alcoholic seltzers. Those are consistently been popular and something that I think breweries should consider having on tap. I know we have some at Megaton in cans to go if that's what you want, if that's what
Yeah.
you came for.
I think having one is fine, but you don't like. So for Deca, we do the lemonade, but our lemonade is like 8%.
Yeah.
And you can flavor it if you want to. We have some raspberry. We'll squirt in there.
your own lemonade?
Yeah. Cody makes it, and
Okay.
it's a seltzer based lemonade. It's also whenever somebody asks for something gluten free, which I've had more recently. People ask about gluten free stuff. I don't really work the bar a whole lot there, but here
Is that something y'all are looking for? Is gluten free stuff?
we do have gluten-free beer in the fridge for people who are gluten intolerant.
Yeah, I'm sorry for
So-
interrupting.
No, you're
Yeah.
good. But most seltzers are gluten free, and or they're very gluten free adjacent. So I mean, like you can totally get away with like that's a great segue if somebody needs that, if that's something they want. And our lemonade's really good, and I like that it's a higher ABV because I think it adds a selling point. I like taking it out to the beach whenever I go out to the beach because I'll get a crowler of it. We suggest pouring it over ice, and it kind of cuts so. Some of those seltzers have that little bit of sulfuric, almost like that little bit of weird, funky.
There's a lot of people that they don't like. They like the High Noon type seltzers, the
Yeah.
vodka based, because they can still taste the fermentation.
I hear
Can
High
you
Noon a lot.
beer,
I hear the High
beer
Noon.
part of it.
Yeah, but there's a little bit of a.
I've
y'all have High
I've
Noon
had
here?
people-
No, because there's vodka in it. But I will say and again, that's the pivot, right? Like you're
Yeah.
trying to, and shout out to Deca for making a seltzer, but the seltzer isn't just going to get people, you know what I mean, to these breweries who are doing it.
No, it-
Okay,
And
one
shout
little
out,
thing.
yeah.
It's
but
great whenever you have,
like-
someone there that maybe got dragged by friends.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
what I was about to
Yeah,
say.
No, absolutely.
Because
So
that
that's
happens a
why
lot.
Yeah.
We have to have those things here because at the end of the day, a husband and wife come in here, you're going to have a seltzer. You're going to have something like that. When I'm off, I drink High Noons. I love beer. I love beer 10 toes down, but I'm drinking a High Noon. It's 0 carbs, 100 calories, but also I drink 10 of them. So it defeats the
10 of
purpose.
them?
Yeah, it defeats the purpose. But that's what everyone's drinking right now is that
Yeah.
they want to go for something that's crushable, light. It's not
You
going to
think
weigh
it's
you
just
down.
them being health conscious?
I think it's a combination of health conscious and not knowing that to them, they don't understand what craft beer is. So they think one of the biggest things that I've heard is that my girlfriend's coworker saying drinking Mini Boss tasted like licking a tree. What is Mini Boss?
Right. Yeah.
It's a West Coast,
What?
but it's not that bitter.
It's more
I like Mini
citrusy, I
Boss.
feel like. Yeah.
I love Mini Boss, right?
Yeah.
And more importantly, it's just like that person's going to go to Molly's or they're going to go to Kirby's and they're going to drink a Tito's soda.
Yeah.
They're not going to drink the Buckle Bunny or they're not going to drink the Oso Bueno because they don't understand it and they don't care to understand it.
You know,
Right.
it's kind of funny. It makes me think about, in the 90s, people didn't drink water that often. That's like it's something I've done a little research into. People were not drinking water. They mostly drink sodas.
Yeah. They had to do like ice or like those like flavored waters.
Oh,
that
yeah,
were, like
yeah.
fruited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
They
very,
weren't like just fountain water like people do now.
I
Yeah.
probably drink like 10 bottles of water a day. I would guess that's probably around the amount that I drink today. And I didn't, in the 90s, I was probably drinking like 10 Cokes a day or something like that. but over time, I think everybody's drinking more water. I think that's pretty universally, or at least here in Texas or United States, that in my experiences in the places I've been, people are drinking more water today.
Or
Yeah.
like bubbly waters, like LaCroix.
But why is that? Why are
know?
people drinking more water? You just think that it's being health conscious? We're talking about our lifespan is actually raised.
Do we want to get into another topic? Like I think maybe we're getting a little bit, our frequencies have shifted a little bit and we're more attuned to ourselves. Maybe that's part of it.
Yeah.
It's very true. Look at what's trending on TikTok. Protein bowls, sweet potatoes, how to do them 10 ways, how to do superfoods 15 ways. He just said he did a hard 75. Like people are starting to become more healthy, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Does
You know
that
what I
mean beer's
Like,
going to go away eventually as we keep getting healthier and
No,
healthier?
because there's always, so if you look in
You pivot.
history, there's always been fermented beverages and fried foods like over history. So it means we have a human need for donuts and beer. It's just all there is to it. So it's not going away. But like,
No.
for example, so my wife and I
Become more niche?
Our oldest is gonna try for kids. So we're gonna next year, right? So we're looking at being grandparents. And the way we are looking at it is we want to be there for our grandparents. And also, if you take care of yourself now, you're not going to be so reliant on others to take care of you later.
100%.
Like my mom is 83. Okay. She walks 6 to 8 miles a day. She's on basically zero medication. She just took my sister's daughter, my niece, to Lapland, north of the Arctic Circle, to see, what other 83-year-olds can do that. So she's very much on, I want to take care of myself. I want to be here. She's very excited to think that she could be a great grandmother. So she's taking better care of herself, and
Yeah.
she's not having, vodka or wine for dinner 3 nights a week anymore.
Right.
So,
Yeah. And that's, yeah.
I took
that's the
an
thing.
alcohol science class one point, and they were talking about, you know how they say like 1 or 2 glasses of wine a night's okay, and they pretty much, from what I understood from the class, is that beer's the same way or liquor's the same way. If you, as long as you're having 1 or 2 drinks, it might even be healthier than not drinking.
Yeah. Everything in moderation, of course.
In moderation.
Wait, so I do have a question. Another big topic is that, like, y'all remember the boom of like sprinkles cupcakes, and like how everybody was doing a cupcake or like something that was confectioned in that way.
Not over the
So do we just have an even flow of trends? Like, do we think that
You think it's a
craft
trend?
beer is going to come back into being trendy because everyone wants to now? There's a difference between people wanting to support local businesses and local grocery stores and like go to markets, but sometimes craft beer falls below the support local, right? Or is it just going to get trendy like 90s clothes? You know what I mean? Everyone's wearing
Like
baggy
ebb and
jeans.
flow.
Yes. Everyone's wearing 90s clothes now. We're
Right.
wearing flannels.
It's just coming
Yeah.
back, right? I keep wondering if there's going to be another style like hazies. Hazy's kind of there was
Another beer style that
there was a
kinda
lot kind of
explodes
happening
the
with craft
market.
beer whenever
This is
craft beer
like-
exploded. I'm not saying hazies are the reason it exploded, but I'm just saying like that all of a sudden there was just like kind of new style that just came along.
I know
What
everyone
do you think
says
it's
right
gonna
now
be?
it's the year of the lager. So
It
everyone's
is,
going
yeah,
back
But
to
different
is it
lager.
though?
I'll be honest. First thing that I would, like I always try to keep some beer flavored beer in my fridge at all
Absolutely.
times because
Same.
sometimes
Yeah.
I just want.
I kept because I was preaching that for a while. Even when I was at Ingenious, I was like, I think we're getting this kind of new trend where it's going to be we're not doing all this bullshit that Ingenious was doing, but it was just more like get back to basic beer. Let's get back to regular beer. And I just feel like the consumer that you might pull from, and I feel like Bobby touched on this really well on his podcast that we did with him. I think that if you look at it, I think
Absolutely.
you can't really expect to pull the type of consumer that's going to just drink a lager will also jump ship on you, and they'll drink something else. That's the thing,
Yeah.
is that these other styles tend to pull people in, and it's more of like, this is the only place I can get this. You can get the same sort of similar thing out of just a regular Bud Light or Miller Lite or whatever. So I think that's a little bit to do with like, I feel like lagers are in vogue to a degree, but obviously not in the way that other styles were in the past. But I think that's just a lot to do with beer itself.
I love lagers. I remember having that conversation with Robert on the Elder Son, and he was pushing that mindset. I also think that's a little like
I know.
I think that's what breweries want. I think they want it to be the lager because lagers are cheaper to make.
People are still buying
Yes and no,
IPAs though.
But that doesn't mean they
lagers-
necessarily know how to make really good lagers.
Yeah,
right?
lagers are cheaper to make, but they don't
Yeah.
turn as quick, so they're not a good. They're not a
Take
good
more
business
time.
decision.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't
To
turn a
make.
lager in 2 weeks.
No.
You
Yeah.
need minimum of 6, ideally 8 to 9.
Yeah. Some people have learned how to speed up that process, but you know,
You know,
teach their own.
My favorite thing, we did a collab beer with Misfit Outpost.
Love Misfit.
We took our team there, and she explained to us why we did a Pink Boots collab with her. We used the Pink Boots hops.
Definitely mention this beer after we're done with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my favorite thing is that we asked, like, Sarah loves West Coast, right? And so we asked one of the biggest things, just like, hey, would you ever consider having a seltzer, like would you consider doing THC? And she was like, no. She was like, you come to Misfit and you're going to fall in love with beer. And she was like, more importantly, you're going to fall back in love with IPAs. You're going to fall in love with West Coast because I'm going to brew a West Coast IPA that's going to be palatable for everyone who is an introductory West Coast person or someone who loves West Coast, who just got out of their industry job. It's 8 o'clock at night and they want something that tastes good, that has a decent ABV, and you're going to go home and you're going to feel good.
That's
I love that mindset. I was thinking this morning because I watch a lot of news, and I feel like I'm being constantly preached to that the American dream is dead, and I'm like, I refuse to accept that mindset. I'm going to go out every single day and do my best, and my American dream personally is not dead, and that. What you're saying is people keep saying the hazy IPA or the IPA is dead, and she said, no, not my IPA.
Yep.
And I love that.
Yeah, and
Right.
I think that's amazing, and
Yeah.
I stand by it because, yes, it might have been a collab with Thistle Draft Shop and Misfit Outpost, but her and Juan did the work. She taught us, and
Sarah's a great brewer.
She's
by the way. She
amazing.
really is.
Yeah.
Juan,
Really
Juan's a
great
great
guy.
I love
brewer.
what I've had from
Sarah
Misfit.
is
Same.
just as good.
I haven't been to that
Yeah.
brewery. That's one of the ones I
Yeah.
haven't been
There we
to.
go. We need to do that.
do it. They're
It's-
amazing.
Yeah.
We talked about them being on the podcast.
I would love to have, and I think I've even talked to them about it. I've talked to everybody. There's a lot of Houston breweries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We want to see everybody. Want to hang out, everybody. I do want you to talk about this beer we're drinking.
Yeah,
right
what
now.
are we drinking? Because it's really good.
So it is super tasty. It is it's a pink peppercorn Italian pilsner called Rose Colored Glasses from Hound Song Brewing Company out of Columbus, Texas. This
We had
is
it
a
on draft.
5.8% pilsner. It was.
It's their Pink Boots.
This was canned
I thought it was their Pink
on the
Boots. huh?
first
It's their Pink Boots beer.
of this month.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you're a part of the Pink Boots organization.
Yeah, shout out,
amazing.
shout out to all my ladies. But
I think it held up well.
I remember me and Mary. We had a Pink Boots meeting in Columbus and Hound Song, and it was storming. It was so bad to the point where Mary had to pull over, and I said, Mary, we don't have to go. And she was like, no, we're going. So it's me. It's a bunch of wonderful women who are in the industry. We all know them. We all love them.
I don't think we've had anybody from Pink Boots. Can you kind of explain what Pink Boots is
Oh,
and
yeah.
what
Shout out.
makes this a Pink Boots beer?
So they use the Pink Boots Hot Blend. I believe it was 2024. We haven't decided on the hot blend yet this year, but that is amazing. Mary could probably go into more detail about it, but I think it's amazing. We went that night for that Pink Boots meeting, and he let us sample it and have flights. And me and Mary looked at each other, and we were like, "We're bringing it to Thistle, even if you got to throw it in the back
Yeah?
of Infinity right now." And we did. It was storming and it was pouring down rain, and we took this one and their smoked Marzen, and amazing. Amazing.
They're really becoming one of the best. Like they're really
So
good.
explain
Hound
what
That
Pink
was so
Boots
good.
is.
Pink Boots is a nonprofit organization for women in craft beer, whether or not it's chemists or your taproom managers or your bar managers or owners or brewers. We all get together to kind of understand what it's like to be women in a alcoholic industry or like industry like that.
Craft beer industry.
Craft beer industry are not even limited to that. We do like wine and
Oh, okay.
liquor now and all of that. So,
Okay, I didn't know. I thought it was
Yeah.
just beer.
No, we're opening up ourselves to a
Nice.
bigger span
Okay.
of people who are just understanding what it's like to be women in a.
It's women elevating women within the craft beer
Yes,
industry.
Absolutely, we're all
Yeah.
going to the conference in New Orleans, and it's going to be fantastic.
It's really cool. Like
Yeah.
one of the like we just did the ladies of craft ladies of Deca are all part of the Pink Boots, and they brewed this pink Miss Porter's Haze that we just did about a month ago, and it was incredible. They killed it. I mean, they just made a great beer, and I was really excited about that. I wish we could have made more.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
I
it was
also
awesome.
love Gail.
Gail's amazing.
Oh my
love Gail.
god, she's
Yeah.
amazing. She's
Tell us about Gail and
Pink
Chris
Boots
Boots podcast.
Right on.
Of course we did.
Yeah, no, Gail's amazing. Like I love seeing her. She's like the sweetest person. She,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never met her,
Always
but I
so
saw her at
happy.
HEB the other day, and I thought about saying hi, but I was kind of in a rush.
I saw we ran into her too. It was the day that Back Pew. It was that Saturday that they were doing their.
Oh, try to sell a 1,000 or 180 cases.
I was
or
one.
whatever.
I bought one of those 6-packs.
I think they needed 120 cases to be the number one beer in that.
Right. They
on
were
your-
just shooting
on
for
your-
They did like
100.
140, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It was
on your
144.
podcast.
It was
He talking
144.
He
about
talked about it, but
on the
then
podcast,
but
it
then
hadn't
it was a
happened
week
yet.
before.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. I think it got released the day before
Yeah.
that it happened. I think something
Yeah,
like that.
I think
But yeah.
so.
But it was really cool. I had done music bingo at Deca that day, and I was super tired because I actually had started getting sick that weekend, and I was like, we got to go. We got to go to HEB and get the 6-pack. And Gail ran into us, and she was like, oh, hey. And she was telling me about her daughter, Christina, finding my photo in Deca and like taking photos of it, which I ended up posting on our stories, which was
Oh,
super
that's
cute.
awesome.
Her daughter is awesome and adorable.
Yes. He's an
Yeah,
adorable monster.
Gail's she was in the craft beer industry for a long time. She was at Southern Star, and yeah, she was she's an amazing person.
Me and you, I don't know if you've talked to her, but we've had conversations. We'd love to do a Pink Boots podcast. We talked to Abby about
Well,
it.
no, I actually talked to Gail about
You
it the
did?
other day. We were I was in there doing photos for social media, and her and I were chit chatting, and I told her that I wanted her and Abby, and she said she would talk to her. So yeah, that's
Ooh,
be
love
set in
Abby.
motion. Yeah.
Also, can I ask you guys a question?
What's
now
that?
that we're talking about like the influence of like what are we doing right now to make craft beer hip again? Do you think we're all failing at social media?
I
it
think
depends.
a lot of people are failing.
I think a lot of people are failing at it. I have to do it for my job.
I don't
and
think
so,
me and Casey are failing at social media.
I have to say I do give myself a pat on the back. You can attest. I feel like you've seen my work.
Oh yeah, no, I see your work. I mean,
And-
I feel like
It's consistency.
it's almost like it's a full-time job.
Yeah, it has to
it
be.
really
Yeah,
is. I
yeah.
mean, I have absolutely probably failed myself at some social media. I could be posting something real estate or lending related every day. I
It
don't
sucks when you're
always
not in the
do it.
mode and you have to figure it out and make yourself in the
Exactly.
mode. That's the thing, is the realness of it. You're sitting on the toilet and you're just like, I got to make my post today.
Is that a? Oh, okay. I thought it was a beer zombies for a second.
Oh, that's a Drecker.
Drecker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I definitely want to try that.
See,
That's
and
a fun-
okay. So
Hey,
that's
Jake,
a fun
how you
one.
doing?
It's my can.
It's not mine. It's delicious, by the way.
I had a thought. I'm trying to remember what it was.
About failing social media.
But I think like to what we were saying to finish that up, I do think that we do a great job, and I think that it is a
Oh, I was
full-time
going to
job.
say, I think the future of social media is in the 9x16 clips, and I think breweries need to get involved in doing more of those.
Yeah, I do think that is true. It's hard.
And TikTok.
It's
More breweries need to be on TikTok.
I
There's
think-
a beer community on TikTok.
getting videos and stuff like that, because I don't know, it's not easy sometimes to just get it done and knock it out. But yeah, I do try. I feel like I'm always running and going, so I don't get as many videos with Deca as I did with Ingenious. I was behind the bar, so it's like, oh, I can kind of just do a video really quick. Like I can just video all the time, but like.
Just to say, although I think I will give Thistle props because the latest video that Jake and Jeremy did about their Big Beer Wednesdays coming up next month, that was fantastic. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen it, go to your Facebook or your
Hey,
Instagram.
I'm gonna check it out after
It was
this.
amazing.
It
If you
is-
want to, I'm gonna take a pee break. If you would like to sit and come and join us, man, come and join us. Yeah,
The cameras are
sit.
probably going to be off.
take my phone with me.
Hey, Jake, how you doing?
Hey Jay.
Good. Not
me,
beer is not the only thing that's big around here.
Yes.
enthusiasm.
I was gonna say Jake's ego.
Oh, well, that's unrivaled.
Yes.
That's everyone here.
But
at
there's
Thistle.
also, this is a perfect chance for you to figure out how you're going to do.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Beer Someone Hot Tub Beer podcast.
We were talking about
Hot
it.
tub-
Would you
wait.
be down to do a collab?
If we can gather the time that works for everybody, yeah.
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 It's
It's
gonna
already
be
it's
the-
already hard enough to get
it's-
with Tim once a month.
It's
Yeah.
it's the Hot Tub Beer Someone.
I'm
Hot-
thinking about
hot
how
tub
we can
beer
do
someone.
it.
Hot
I've already
tub
thought
beer
about it. I
someone.
put
Yeah.
thought, and I definitely wanted to talk to you about that.
They just need to come to. You just need to have
Do
them
we want
at
to do
Brash.
2 podcasts where we do come to Brash and we do a hot tub podcast, and then maybe y'all come on Beer Someone, or do we take the cameras to the hot tub?
It's
That'd be
the
terrible.
technological
That
side
would
of
be
that
scary.
would be hard. So the reason we don't have video format for our podcast is specifically the working with water.
I can
Having-
see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not so much the cameras as it is the computers and all the other stuff that goes with it.
I think y'all just get headbands with GoPros.
Yeah.
Well, you
And
know
then
what?
just afterwards,
We're
just put the cars in
brainstorming.
it.
We got
Jake has
ideas.
All of
That's all
that
you gotta
already.
do.
We've almost gone the GoPro route, but then we're going to be stuck with 1 to 2 singular angles,
Exactly.
and it's not going to be that flattering. So
It's gonna be Tim's stomach.
yeah, exactly.
Literally, all it's gonna be your
So
chest.
we
I'm
would-
sure we could figure it out, but I am a fan of the show. I've been watching
Yeah.
for years, or
Yeah.
listening for years.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to figure something out. I don't know what that looks like. Maybe we extract audio from your system, or we run 2 different ones. I mean, it's so easy and so complicated at the same time.
I'm sure. I think we can figure it out. We've been,
Yeah.
you all been
Yeah.
doing it long enough, and I'm figuring it out as I go.
We've only done it for 4 years.
4 years.
4 long years. Yeah, you look up and you're like, has it really been 4 years? Like, it feels like it was yesterday that my power went out and there was a freeze and Tim's hot tub warmed me up, and that was the start of it.
Is that what happened?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's wild.
2021, yeah. I didn't have power for a week, and by the time the power went back on, my water was off, and I went and sat in the hot tub with Tim. We drank for 8 hours. We probably drank more than 20 pints of beer, and it was disgusting. It was horrible audio, and we did it. Yeah.
I also have these amazing photos of when Jake and Tim used to actually do it at Tim's
At the pool, yeah.
Oh
At
my
Tim's
god,
house,
it
yeah.
was amazing.
Who was
Like,
it that
we
they
would
came out of the pool? Which video was that? Because
That-
with all the hair.
We
That
both
was not-
did it,
Yeah,
actually.
I
but
have
I thought you
I
had
have a
somebody else. I thought you had
slow-mo
another.
video
Yeah, the
of
slow mo
them
video of another of a
doing it, and it's
a
fantastic.
brewery rep.
Oh, did you send me the video of
Tim
Casey
Hilby's
clocking
on
like
Oh
a
no, I
chicken?
need your number.
No.
Oh, I don't want to say it on the podcast.
Oh,
though.
that's fair. Give it to me later.
It wasn't
Yeah.
Stevie
I started
Wonder.
getting all these text messages.
Everyone's just like spamming you with like it's just Jake sending you dick pics.
They're duck pics, all right? It was an autocorrect.
There you go.
Well, I'm gonna let Casey hop back on, but before I hop off, I'm gonna at least introduce some controversy. I think social media as a advertisement platform is completely burnt out and a waste of most of our times. I think that we've already passed that golden age, and we need to revert back to some of the old stuff. The radio, the billboards, the flyers in the mailbox. I think there's a lot more value in that, having that face-to-face kind of action rather than
I'm with
face-to-phone.
you. I'm with you.
So-
I see social media as a tool more than entertainment.
It's a
Yeah.
burden. Now,
It is a burden.
honestly, it is.
It's
'cause
exhausting.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
I personally do not. I didn't own a TikTok. I didn't have the app, or I didn't have an account until we started the podcast, and I was like, we should be on TikTok.
Yo,
Yeah.
my favorite
Yeah.
thing is that Jake's been advocating for a billboard for a while, and I
8
really
years.
do hopes. I hope
For this
he
place?
gets
Yep.
it. I hope he gets it. And it's just Jake with the beer, and he's just like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the photo will be. That was always the joke. Is like literally we just get up on the big huge billboard. It's just a picture of us with our thumbs up, and that's it, right? And it just says Thistle Draft Shop at the bottom because everybody's gonna go, "What the heck is this? What the heck is this?" And I think that's your biggest win. Second to that is a billboard that clearly says we got burgers and beer and good times. So how do you say that clearly in an image that you see passing at 45 miles an hour? Or if you've ever driven on 20 on 20, 35 miles an hour. It's either 35 or 75.
That's
There's
a
not a lot in
brainstorm
between.
sesh right there.
yeah, exactly.
So yes, 8 years running. It has been an argument for 8 years, and
For it.
Before we give
Amen.
Casey the mic back, we were just talking about the state of craft beer and how it's affecting breweries and bars. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah. I try not to divulge too much on this, but I think one of the biggest reasons you're seeing a decline in craft beer is distributors. You know, I work very closely with a lot of them. There's a lot of great guys in there, but there's this top-down decision that we see these statistics saying craft beer is falling. So we're going to carry less brands. We're going to carry less products. So these breweries are constantly selling out in the distributorship, but we don't have access to the stuff that our customers want. The consumer wants more while we're being choked out. The middleman is really kind of cutting a lot out. So I think there's a little bit of a false deflation on that, but I also think that it's forcing us to move this way where breweries are now, when we distribute, we're putting out less brands. We're putting out less styles of beer, which may be good, may be bad. Maybe it brings us back to the basics. You know, the craft beer nerd, quote unquote. I don't know if the camera will ever hit that quote unquote. It's kind of a dying breed as is. Everybody that's done it has too many beers in their refrigerator. I personally have thrown away, given away, or raffled over 300 bottles of beer this year, and I have well over 100 left. And that doesn't even start in the liquor. So, you know, I think as anything, trends come and go, but I think the decline is being more so forced on us than anything. And you can really thank a lot of the pressure from AB and other major brands.
What do we need to do to change that?
I don't know if we can, you know. That's, in theory, we would have a distributor that was completely for the growth and expansion, which we do. We have them. But one that has the capacity to sell and move product in the way that we need to. You know, our contracts between companies is kind of brutal. And if you want to get out of certain distributors, I mean, you're going to have to sell everything to get out of that. And by the time you're broke, you're going to have to close down the brewery, you know. And that's what I'd love to give a shout out to Flood Dynamo. Dynamo now, they're a lot easier to get out of. You know, if you want to pull your brand, historically they've been very, very easy to pull out and said, hey, if it's not working for you, it's not working for us. You know, we want to see you do well. But you know, that's not always the case. You know, they don't always have the capacity to sell as much as, you know, some breweries need. So yeah, it's a very, very, very complex issue. You know, and I think it sounds pretty one-sided coming from me.
No, I wanted to hear it.
But at the end of it, you know, I think, and it's something I've kind of fought for a long time, we use the word craft. Craft signals to us like we're drinking something that's not a macro beer, something that there's art and there's passion and there's local people and community behind it. But to the non-craft consumer, the people that were born and raised on Miller, Bud, and all of your macros, there's nothing wrong with that beer. In fact, the guys that brew that are people just like you and me that are just phenomenal at their jobs. But when we talk about the consumer, they've been trapped into that. And when you say craft, they go, "Oh, I don't know about any of that. You know, I don't know what that stuff is. That's crazy. It's too hoppy. It's too bitter." Well, the problem is
one, and they decide they don't want to try any of the others.
Well, I think the big thing is we use the word craft, and everybody's been told that craft is aggressive and it's not worth your time. You know, that's
so
marketing.
Maybe
it's expensive
on us for being so judgmental of the like a normal beer.
No, I think meet it halfway in the middle. You know, AB has put absolute campaigns out there, like just, I mean, on national television saying, why would you drink all this stuff you don't know about when you can drink the stuff you know about? There's validity to that, but it's also harming to you know what we do. So how do we move past the idea that craft means bolder flavors, right? How do we, and this has been my tagline recently, when people like, you know, I want a Miller, I want a Coors, to say, hey, I got beer flavored beer. Because at the end of the day, that's what I drink. I want a good, light, crispy beer. It's beer that tastes like beer. I don't have to think about it. I can drink, you know, 10 of them before I start getting a buzz. It's like, it's really, really nice. So if we can shift the consumer that has never been into craft beer to understanding that this is just beer. This is just good beer. It's not a smoothie. It's not a triple IPA. It's not a pastry stout. It's not, a spontaneous fermentation. We don't have to push that on them. That's us. That's what we want. So let's get beer flavored beer back out there. And I think, especially when you talk to the larger breweries, the money makers are your light beers, your 805 Blonde, So let's get back to beer being beer, so we can get new consumers, right? We can
consumers. I think that is the answer. New consumers.
Yeah, we can transition that side of the industry that never touched the stuff.
So then goes back to you saying lagers are in trend, right? Is that you're talking about crispy, you're talking about palatable, you're talking about crushies, pool crushers, something that you can drink all the time. So maybe you're right. Yeah. Maybe it is coming back in trend because it's all trends, right? Like people want to drink something that they know and that they enjoy. That's why I believe 7 Iron does so well for us because it's
Casey, I need to go to the bathroom.
beer.
You want to jump in? You want to take over?
No, it's beer flavored beer. That's
It's
all
beer.
it is.
I don't.
I do think that there is room for fruit beer. I think fruit beer has. I know Ingenious went out of business and everything, but at the same time, I saw fruit beer when we did small batches there. Fucking thing is tight.
When we did small batches there, they sold, so people showed up for those fruit beers. People showed up to Spindle Tap when they did fruit beers, and I kind of I made I said my piece on social media whenever they announced their mango Houston Haze.
Yeah.
I was like, I whenever I was there, I was like, hey, I'm just saying, I know fruit beer will sell well, so just do a small batch in the tap room, see how it goes. I promise you it will sell. And it didn't happen. And then it did, and then it's been doing really well for them, which is great. Our Blood Orange Blonde for Deca is our top seller. It's been a top seller for a year and a half now. And in the tap room and in the market, we almost can't keep up with it, the production, 10-barrel brewing system. So it's like there is room for other things, I think. They have to just be done right. And I think there's a lot of breweries that did it the wrong way. I think overdoing it is not good. Being too subtle. There's ways to do it, but I mean, look at freaking Stesty, man. Like Stesty Brewing, they had the blueberry. Yeah. That was their bread and butter. I mean, and that was a long time ago. And so I do think that there is room, even though it's not my thing. I don't really like fruit beer personally. That's not my thing. I like beer flavored beer. And I think that we do need to get back to perfecting beer flavored beer.
Yeah.
But throw a little fruit in there, have some fun. It's okay. It will sell, and I think that's just something that I have experience with, and I think that will help bring some people that are otherwise not really into beer. I think that will help bring them into it a little bit. I think, but to your point as well, I think that we do need to get back to like making beer flavored beer and making it well, make sure you're striving to hit that mark every time, all the time, and supersede your own expectations.
It's like you're saying. I mean, like Jake said, we've had this conversation many times. The fact that you can get a Budweiser and it doesn't matter where in the country or where in the world it's brewed, it's gonna taste the same, which means it's still a well brewed beer.
100%.
You may not like the company behind it.
No, I'm actually getting up. I got work to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're fantastic brewers, and that's that. You can't really refute that. Whether you like the beer flavor or not, it doesn't matter because it's the same every time.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for having me. I gotta go do
We
work.
appreciate it, man. When we get in the hot tub,
I'll let you know.
Hit
when
us
we can,
up, dude.
When we can get all the schedules worked out, yeah, we can do it.
I would like to.
All right, guys.
They
Cheers.
should be your guys on a Sunday.
Bye, Jay.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out, Jake.
Whoever, I've got one here for me and
Go back
one.
to your seat.
I'm passing beer out.
I'm just teasing.
Oh no.
Here, I got it. Here, I'll take the case.
Oh okay.
So what are we?
Ooh,
what
I
are
feel
we
like I'm in
pouring
the
out?
driver's
Dunkel.
seat. Yeah.
Dunkel from Deca.
It's our Dunkel, our Ludwig von Dunkel from Deca.
It's a Dunkel. What's it
think
called
you-
again?
Ludwig von Dunkel.
I think you missed an
Von Dunkel.
opportunity to
Like-
call it a decal.
Like Ludwig, like the cartoon.
Ludwig von Beethoven. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I have no idea, honestly.
Cheers,
Because
guys.
Beethoven's
Cheers.
not.
I immediately thought of the animated series.
Well, that was fun. I'm glad we got to get Jake on the podcast for a little
Jake
bit.
always
You
has an
guys should
opinion,
really.
which is good.
and
No, he was really interesting.
he's an amazing guy. I will say, I didn't come from craft beer. I came from being a district manager at a gelato place. We sold at Whole Foods and Central Market and all of these places, and I got really good at distribution. And when I came down here, Jake taught me everything that I needed to know about, like Benny Keith and Silver Eagle and all of these places. And I will say, if you said you wanted to hear someone who's completely unbiased and unfiltered, I think Jake will give you that. Like, shout out to
For
him.
sure. Yeah, absolutely.
He doesn't care if he ever works with somebody again. He's very upfront about his opinion. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I love him. Yeah, it's
I
great.
love
He's a
that. I
great
love
work.
the complete honesty.
Mind you, he does the podcast, and I believe that him and Tim are very vocal about whether or not they think something is good. And you've been a fan of it for years, and they've been very vocal about whether or not, and they're like, "Ugh, this is definitely like a 1 or like a 2." And that's just because preference, right? It's palate, right? They're going through hops, they're going through malts, they're going through body, they're going through color.
I will give this. Jake, when he rates something low, it's not because he doesn't like the style. He knows enough that he is rating on
I believe that.
Correct.
the actual how well it was brewed
Yes.
and what the choices were for the recipe and things like that.
And how you should actually rate
Yep.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. And
absolutely. And
that's-
I can tell.
Versus
And that's his
Untapped,
backlash
I hate
that he
sours.
gets,
Here's a
you know
1.
what I mean? Like,
I'm sure he gets some backlash. We
Yes.
haven't gotten too much backlash.
Well, I just find myself, because of where my position is, I can't
We're a
be
different
that
podcast.
honest. I would love to be, guys. Trust me. I have lots of opinions about lots of things.
But, a lot of the times we're doing this podcast with breweries, and they're being very kind to let us come into their space and giving us beer for free. And
A lot of times,
spending
yeah.
time with us. Their time's valuable, and we don't want to shit all over them. There are beers that I haven't liked. I probably wouldn't say something is what I would.
I'm trying not to. I'm learning. Try not to glaze. I just want to glaze them up. If it's okay, if it's fine, whatever. But like, if it's good, it's good.
I'm
okay,
gonna be-
cool.
if it's
but
good,
if it's
I'm gonna
not
get
good, I'm
excited.
not gonna
I'm
like
gonna
go. I'm not gonna be like, yeah. No.
But
That's
these
one
are
thing
all my
I
friends.
will give
absolutely.
Tim and Jake.
Yeah.
They literally say on their podcast every time, leave your humility at the door. Just, we want raw, unfiltered. They don't even edit. They literally just, I've been on 2 of their podcasts.
Yeah.
Tim
Yeah.
They
can
just
barely
roll, they stop.
understand, knows how to work his Instagram. He literally had me work his Instagram out there with him and Jake, and he was like, "Can I cut that, or can we splice it together?" I'm like, "No, Tim, this is live."
Yeah.
Like, what do you want
I
me
was
to
just
do
saying
with
that all to the point to say that I
Yeah.
admire that about him, but I also like the way that I do it.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I will
it's
say
a
this.
different podcast.
Yours is much more polished. As much as I love Jake and Tim and, Hot Tub Beer. Hot Tub Beer is what Hot Tub Beer is, and they're not.
but I like it, and
They're
I
doing
think
it 'cause
everybody
they
should go
wanna do
listen
it.
to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I would encourage
Yeah.
anybody to
But
go listen to
I
it.
will
Absolutely.
say also your social media presence. I found out about you guys because I follow a lot of people on TikTok who are in our craft beer industry in our world.
Yeah.
So you guys came up on an algorithm of like,
Right.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. When you came in through the door, I was like, oh my God, that's not Decca. That's the guy who comes up on my And I was like, oh my God. Like, I literally,
That's funny.
I'm not going to lie to you.
That's cool.
I
I mean-
screenshotted your picture to my friend, and I was
That's
like,
so funny.
And I said, dude, that's the guy that comes on our algorithm all the fucking time. And that's you. That's you.
Casey. So that's funny. I guess we're almost going like 3 hours
Yeah,
now.
which is,
sorry,
you're going to have to
I'm
cut
so
this
sorry.
way down.
I'm probably going to leave
We
it
can
here.
cut out the.
We don't really
cut out
edit
the
it either.
fantasy.
You say we're polished. We don't edit either. Your mic's flipping
You'll
around.
want to
You're
edit
just
this.
riffing.
You got it all loose over
Let's
here.
shut this
So
down.
I went to I went on the bus to Naked Iguana from St. Arnold. They did a big craft beer bus.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And they
I'm
took
still trying to figure out how to join the Houston
Guild meeting? Yeah.
the guild, but there's no spot for me.
you can go.
Can we
Yeah,
not
yeah,
invite
you
him?
can go.
You
There's
can invite.
Okay.
you can totally go.
We all have
but I want to
passes. You
be.
can
I want to
invite,
be.
like,
But I
Oh,
want
you're
to be
within the
I've
craft beer
emailed-
community.
I've
There's
I've emailed
the
them like
Swats and-
twice.
Yeah.
I've emailed them twice saying, "Hey,
When I
this
get
is
back-
who I am. This is what I do. How do I become a member of the guild?
I'll just
And
tell
I've
you
never
the
gotten
next
an
meeting.
answer.
You just come.
I know the problem is usually they're on what, Tuesdays?
When's the next one?
Mondays.
Mondays.
The third
And
Monday of every
and
month.
And I work Mondays.
When's the next one?
I don't know where the next one
It's
is.
going to be sometime in September, and I work Mondays at Rotolo's. So
I was going to
that's my other
say
problem.
that we got on the bus, and I was sitting next to Chris, the owner of Megaton, on the bus, and this guy gets on, and he just screams across the bus when he sees me, and he's like, "I see you on TikTok." And I've been getting a lot of that. This guy, his name was Michael. He came up. I did an event at Saloon Door West last week, earlier with Sylvia, and it was really cool. We had some beers on tap, and this guy named Michael, he went to Vietnam and got a bunch of beer, and he came back, and he sat down next to me at Saloon Door West, and he's like, "I got you this beer." I never met him in my life, and he's like, "Yeah, I brought it specially for you from Vietnam." And I'm like,
that's awesome.
and at first I'm like, this is a weird situation. I'm not used to getting a little bit of this attention, like Casey said, or the San Arnold. It kind of freaks me out. But then I acknowledge, I'm like, this is super cool, and I want more of this.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun. We had one video at Thistle that went. It was pretty big, and it was our 4th of July video, and it was me, Jeremy, and another. It was 4th of July for us is managers only. We only work. Staff gets to take off.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're running the show, et cetera, et cetera. And we got American flag overalls, cowboy hats, and we were drinking beers. We were fishing. We were just crushing beers. And our sales, because of the promotion of that, our sales went up like $1,200 from the year before that, simply because people just wanted to come in here and take photos with us. So
That's great.
Ever since then, people are just like, "Where are your overalls?" And I'm like, "I burned them." I never want to be asked about these dang overalls ever again.
So much for it.
Did we roll it before?
my God,
Did
no,
you?
I
You probably should have rolled it.
Probably should have rolled it
Yeah.
because
I don't think we have that video that
Whoever's gonna
represents
laugh
us
at
yet.
it.
You know which video did really well?
I haven't had to
Is
roll
we
a
did
can in a long time, Hugh.
This one you need to roll.
With- at
It's gonna-
Eighth
the
Wonder,
bottom's gonna
where
be
there's-
just-
I know, I get
statues.
it, but I'm a.
And that
It's
one
like a
got a lot
newbie
of
again.
views. That one did really well on TikTok.
Did you hear that they're moving that?
Yeah, no, we were there.
Yeah.
We filmed it happening.
Oh, rip.
Yeah. Casey, what is this? This is brains,
Brains.
blackberry, lime, double fruit smoothie sour. I think I've had this
Yeah.
before.
I'm sure I've had it
I think
before.
this
but
is a series,
it
right?
should- yeah, Brains is a whole series, but it should
Okay.
have gotten rolled because whoever's going to take the bottom is going to be like.
There's plenty in here. This is not
No,
the
what I'm
best.
saying
Whoever's
is-
going to take the bottom is what.
Whoever's going to take
Yeah.
the
Whoever
bottom.
Yeah, you are,
whoever
Hugh.
gets the last of it.
Is that what she said?
Yes.
Of course.
Literally, that's what
delicious.
she just said.
Clink, clink.
This has been a fun podcast, guys. I think we're getting towards the end of this.
Oh, this is
I think so,
good.
too.
This is so good. Actually, did I just put words in my mouth? What is this?
That's good.
Wow.
That's why.
That is not my
It's
thing.
a
You don't like
fruit
it?
Nope.
Smoothie sour.
I don't like that at all.
Okay, wait. Did
Wait,
you
this
find
is
one you
it.
liked? Did you find
This
a
is
sour
it.
you
That's
liked?
it? That's the
That's
sour
it.
on the podcast?
That's it.
What the fuck?
That's it. That's delicious.
We knew
should've
you
came
hadn't
to
been
Ingenious.
introduced.
Oh my god.
You shouldn't have been introduced to the.
You should have came to Ingenious and we could have shown you the way.
Yes.
This is a
This
lot
is
what
it.
we did.
There
my
you go.
God.
Wow.
See, the base itself is fine, but what all's in there?
It's a little. It's blackberry lime.
I used to pick these brains up at Craft Beer Cellar. They would always have them
Oh,
over there.
Well, I used to pick them up in Phoenix
break
before
it
they
down.
distroed
Yeah.
Yeah.
to Houston. And
So their malt is pale 2-row wheat. Oh, you can probably understand that better than I can.
It doesn't say the adjuncts.
You want it?
blackberry and lime.
Blackberry, more blackberry. Lime, more lime. Sea salt, lactose, vanilla bean.
Lactose,
So
yeah.
vanilla bean and lactose are
Yep.
giving me a little
you can
bit of
taste the vanilla bean in there, though. Yeah,
and that's
it's
what
big.
I prefer it without that. I actually like just fruit and the base.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can
that's,
smell it on
that
the
to me
nose.
is my perfect sour. I don't need
you go.
lactose. I don't need
Oh, you got the
vanilla or marshmallow. Marshmallow can be fun sometimes, as long as it's cereal marshmallow and not fucking
That's what it should be. We
bullshit
kinda-
marshmallow.
Yeah.
like marshmallow
I
fluff.
like it.
Yeah, I like
it too.
I like
I love-
cereal marshmallow.
I love the lactose in the beers. My wife not so much usually at night, but
But yeah, it's still good. It's just I'm not like woo. I want.
Casey, can we switch seats back?
He's having a hard time.
I am. I'm having a little bit of a hard time. Well, the camera's going off crazy.
So now you found a sour you like.
Yeah, I actually think
And
I.
On the
I don't know how to
podcast.
drive this thing, Brandon.
Drecker,
Okay.
Drecker makes a ton of these, so you
Really?
should be in good shape. All sorts of flavors. They've got an apricot that's delicious.
This is why
This
it's
is
doing it.
delicious.
It's looking down
Brains is a whole series where they've all different fruits with the same base.
Oh, this is actually really,
So there
really
you go.
good. Yeah.
There we go. Your camera was looking down the whole time.
All right.
Okay, so we're getting towards the end of this. We always ask, you're prepared, but she's not.
Yeah, so
Oh.
she goes first.
No,
she goes first.
No,
Okay.
that wouldn't be fair.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
do it. Why not?
She says go for it.
Yeah.
top 5 breweries, Houston. Let's go.
No
Oh.
particular order.
No particular order. Okay, we're going top 1. I'm gonna go Great Heights. I'm gonna go Brash. I am going to go
Heights Brash.
Foss. I am
Foss.
also going to go Project Halo. Would we say Houston? Full shirt?
Yeah,
Houston.
well,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
count-
yeah,
we
yeah.
count Project.
Yeah.
Houston
and,
Metro.
And
Yeah.
then I'm gonna go equal parts.
Equal parts. Let's go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Very
It's a good
nice.
list.
That was a firing.
You said
Of,
Brash,
I think that
Great
was the-
Heights, equal parts, Project Halo.
Great Heights, Brash, Project Halo. Then we're gonna go Foss, and then
Foss.
that was a really good
Yeah.
list.
And she,
Like
I think
yours.
she was the fastest one to ever do that. 'Cause I think
Probably,
everyone
yeah.
always thinks about it.
Yeah, or they're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like I said,
They don't listen to the podcast.
I knew this answer. I knew this was coming, and I actually have my entire answer prepared.
He made a list in his phone.
No, I well, yeah.
Actually, you should just spit it out, just like
But,
like.
okay, but I have to give you the reason. I have to give you the reason behind it.
Okay.
So here's the thing. So you always, or at least I think we all are a homer at some level, right? If you like the people at the brewery, you're gonna like the beer at the brewery. If you like the rep, you're gonna like the beer. If you like the brewer, if you like the people behind the bar. So my list is probably more closely associated with people that I like,
Okay.
and that I'm friends with, that I consider friends, that I in addition to making good liquid. You know what I mean? It's not, if I were to just do, hey, let's just base it on liquid, my list might be a little different. But if I'm gonna say, hey, you can base it however you want, I'm gonna go off the people as well as the beer. So again, I'm going to say in no particular order. I'm just going to work my way basically from north to south, right? I'm going to do Foss because his lagers are amazing and Dylan and Leanne are awesome. It doesn't hurt that I helped them find their last house. So, you know what I mean? That's part of it too. Next, I'm going to go Juan and Sarah at Misfit because Sarah's an amazing, you've got 2 amazing brewers.
Yeah, absolutely.
If Juan got hit by a bus tomorrow, their quality's not going to suffer at all. You know what I mean? And
Wow.
they're both great people. I got to go OG St. Arnold. Just again, because I'm friends with the reps. I know the people there. You know what I mean? I don't think Houston craft beer would be anywhere close to what it is if it wasn't for Brock and everybody there.
Yeah.
Okay. I love Val and Lori at Valencin's. And finally, I'm going to ask if I can combine because they're all owned by the same holding company. Again, it all comes down to the people. I'm going to what I'll call Fort 1152 below.
Ooh,
Oh
I
my
don't know.
God! And now I feel bad that I didn't.
And expand on that.
Well, okay, so there's a holding company. So I
I feel bad now.
I love Jerry and Dion and John who started Fortress. And then they bought B52. And then they brought Steven, the assistant brewer, down to Fortress. And I love Steven, and he's great. And I love those guys. And then I love the guys at 11 Below because I'm telling you, hipster sauce is fantastic. Every time I go to Phoenix, I need to bring my mom a 6-pack of Taco Tuesday because it's her favorite
And
beer
she's
in the
how
world.
old?
83,
As it should be. Taco Tuesday.
right?
Is-
And then
Oh.
find me a better barrel-aged canned stout at that price point than Big Mistake because you can't.
Can I just for funsies?
Yeah.
Can I get you to pick one between the 3?
It's probably 11 Below.
11 Below?
Yeah, just because of the variety of styles. But I mean, I also love.
I accept your answer.
But
I
I'm just
wanted
telling
to-
you because the guys who own the holding company who own 11 Below or own Fortress and B52, and I love the OG B52 sours and all that kind of stuff. Now that Brandon and Who is it?
You know who it is.
I know, but no, I'm saying it's not. It's not Bryce. It's Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Brandon and Jeff are part of the holding company, it's Fort 1152 below. That's just all there is to it.
I love
Some more of that
I
sour.
love it. That's awesome.
So those are my top 5, and that's my reasoning because of that. Because A, they're putting out amazing liquid, and B, I love the people that are there. From brewery
The people, I think that's a legit answer. I think that is a reason to love a brewery is the people.
Now, there's plenty of other breweries that I think deserve honorable mentions for that same reason. You know what I mean? Like, the folks at Copperhead, the folks at Equal Parts, the folks at Project Halo. You know what I mean? You guys at Megaton and Deca, they're great beers. I don't know those people as well, but if you're asking me my top 5, that's
We'd love to
those are it.
have you at the brewery anytime.
Yeah, I need to get up there. You're on my list that I haven't been to, so
Are you going to do Murky this year?
I will try to do what I can.
Megaton, Deca, and Final Gravity are
I know, and I've not been to Final Gravity,
Oh,
so I can knock out 3 at a
I
time.
want to. I have a question. Can I be like devil's advocate real quick?
Yeah.
I know that we're trying to wrap it up.
No.
But like, I almost want to say like, I'm very fortunate in my craft beer lifestyle that I'm thrust into this like where I hang out with a bunch of everybody and like blah 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 blah. But I think I go liquid over people every day, and unfortunately, I haven't had a lot of Megaton or Deca because I still haven't been out to the brewery, and Gail keeps trying to get me out there.
Yeah,
I've only had Megaton at I believe only at Moon Tower when they do their big brew fest. Like I believe.
Oh really?
Yeah,
we're always on tap at Moon Tower.
And so I've only been,
for the beer fest,
like,
the brouhaha.
Yeah, the brouhaha, and that's my bad. Right, I haven't had a lot of y'all's beers, and that's my fault. I think I had a fruity pebble sour from you guys one time.
Yeah, we have the Great Gazoo, but we're not currently making that.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
No, you're good.
But I think I go liquid because I fall in love with the liquid, and the people just come after.
Look, you're allowed to be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm allowed to be right because, like, you know what I mean.
In your position, I get it. Me, you're coming at it from a business perspective. What's going to sell? You want to sell the best liquid you can.
Oh, that's fair. I get it.
Me personally, you know what I mean? I don't think you can separate. I don't know if you can separate yourself from Thistle. Not that it's your whole being.
I love Abby.
I know. But
Me and Abby love Taylor Swift.
No,
Shout
but
out.
I'm just saying, from a beer perspective, I think you're always thinking about would this sell? How
Can
well
I add
would this
another
sell?
one to the mix?
Yeah,
Hit me.
Because atmosphere, a theme, that's a big thing for me. So you say the liquid, you say the people. When I'm somewhere, I like to feel like I'm in. I like artwork. I'm a big fan of art, and I want to feel a vibe or something that represents the brewery when I'm there. Megaton's really great at that. I think Eighth Wonder's really great at that. No Label's really great at that. There's some breweries.
If you've been to to Dylan's at Foss, the
yes.
whole just the building is amazing.
Back Pew's really good. They really leaned
It's a
into
historic.
the
It's
church
part of
vibe.
it's a historic
really
building.
good.
Yeah. It's like they even had to do a lot of jumping through hoops just to get their little trough system built. And I think they even had. It's not even a trough system. It's like they had to have some sort of built-in shit. I'm not good at this stuff.
You're good.
It's some kind of vacuum system that they use to suck up all their liquid.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't install a draining system like most breweries have.
Yeah.
So it
And
costs
they
a
had to-
lot more money.
Yeah, they
to
had to
operate.
remove windows to get tanks in and things like that.
Yeah. I just don't know. I'm not verbalizing it the best way, but it's some sort of suction system that sucks the liquid out and instead of draining like most do.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because they didn't want to fuck up the infrastructure of the historic building.
They couldn't.
Yeah, they're
There's
right.
only so much they could do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I would say those, and it's something I'm always preaching is those three things. But another thing that we always forget about, and I think Casey can elaborate and explain better than anyone at this table, is social media.
Yeah, man, social media is crazy, man. Like I think that you have to be consistent. You have to always do something, and you have to try to stay with trends. And I'm probably not as good at that as I used to be with Ingenious. Only and part of it, a lot of it, is because Deca's demographic is a much older. It's an older demographic. Our Mug Club members are generally, Gen X to Boomer status. So that's where we're at. So I don't really have to like go hard in the paint with like all these videos and like being like, but we do want to appeal to a younger crowd. We do want to bring younger people to the brewery. We don't want to alienate those people. So I do try to kind of like, gear it a little bit that way, but in a realistic way. We have to be realistic about it. We can't be on ourselves.
Your Gen X boomer wants the information. You're trying to have to give it to them in an entertaining fashion.
Yeah, without
That's not
trying too
annoying.
hard.
Yeah.
Because if you try it too hard, then it's like, what are you doing? You know?
That's like having Facebook for everyone over 45 and then having Instagram and TikTok for everyone that falls in between.
Yeah, and I've also learned too, just with like our branding with Deca, it's different than Ingenious. So I almost would be better off if I treated Instagram differently than I did Facebook, and I don't have enough time to do that.
Yeah,
I really just don't. I have to kind of just take an L on Instagram a lot of times. I might get a little engagement here and there. My best video that I ever did, I think I already brought this up, but I'm going to tell the story again. It was whenever we were doing our Mug Club renewal, and all of a sudden these dudes right outside of our brewery, there's a railroad track, and there's a road that goes by it, and there's like this little turnaround, right, that goes over the railroad track, and it's right by our brewery. And there was a couple of buses that witnessed, there was kids on the bus that videoed a fight between two different dudes, like that were drivers. I don't know what happened, but one dude got out and they both got out of their vehicles and started fist fighting. Well, I had two different angles, and the fight was actually pretty entertaining. So like I just spliced these videos together, and I put like the caption was like, when you're the last two in line for Mug Club renewal. And like I got like 20,000 views
That's
on that
awesome.
video.
That's
And it was like
really
it like
good.
went it was like I was like, man, that was great. But it was like just capturing that little bullshit right there and then, and like putting it on Instagram or Facebook or social media right away. And I sometimes it's just like, man, like all like even when Taylor Swift, like the engagement, there's a lot of breweries and a lot of businesses that have capitalized on that. The Cracker Barrel thing, like people capitalize on that.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
want to touch that because I didn't think it was that funny.
Yeah.
So I just like didn't do it. But there were some that I do think are funny. Like I do think the Taylor Swift ones are funny. I think Holler did a really good one. They had
I like Hollers.
Hollers was
Hollers
really
was so
good.
good.
And so I was like, that is what gets like that's gonna gravitate towards the younger people.
Yeah.
And we can still do those things. And you just kind of have to grab them when they come.
Come at-
You got to reach up and grab.
The only thing being, let me also be devil's advocate for that.
Yeah.
Your younger demographic is shying away from social media. My youngest isn't on Facebook, isn't on Snapchat, isn't on Insta. He's got an Instagram, barely uses it. So I really think that at some point, getting people to sign up for an email newsletter to get them the information directly is gonna kind of. I think that's going to be part of this wave, because your younger demographic is. I mean, my numbers 4 and 5 are basically not on social media at all. But that's who you're trying to target.
Not
'cause they're
emails,
the next,
newsletter, text message.
I know exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's just something like that, but it's not going to be necessarily social media.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. That is true. And I think that there is something to that. I think that's what helps, because our demographic being mainly older, it does help us as a brewery.
Yeah.
Kind
But
of
if you're
just
trying to-
stabilize with what we
But
have.
if you're trying to draw in new drinkers,
Right, yeah.
which is what you're trying to do,
yeah.
they're not on social media.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
Or they are on
Some of them
TikTok.
are.
Well, I
On
was
Yes and no.
TikTok.
Even my youngest is not on social media.
Yeah.
Well,
Like if I want to send him something on Instagram, I have to copy the link and text it to him.
Yeah.
I can't
No.
just tag him. He doesn't see it.
I think
There's-
that's a whole different conversation, because maybe
Yeah.
I will say that's a whole different book, simply because I think you're targeting the people who are on social media, who want to drink and who want to go out, who seek those things out, and then some people aren't on social media simply because that's not what they want to do, so therefore that's not your target audience. But I know a lot of people who are still very active on Instagram and TikTok and who do all those things. Facebook is a dying thing. People use
Yeah.
it because you're 45.
Yeah.
But Instagram and TikTok are the only places where people consume mass media.
Yeah.
And just, again, it's a preference of people who use it in the right way and who don't use it, or who just completely want it out of their lives, which is completely fine. Like we have Jeremy up there. He doesn't even know how to use his Instagram. But then we also have Justin, who's 25.
But I send him great memes, and he laughs, and
and he laughs. Yeah, but that doesn't mean he actually like looked at
Well, you
it.
have to think about a lot of like
Yeah.
you take. I'm going to throw VR into the equation. If you get a Quest 3 and you can go to a virtual brewery and socialize with people and have a virtual experience and probably drink your non-alcoholic beer and have the whole atmosphere and vibe. And they might even have a fake bartender behind the bar pouring fake drinks.
Yep.
That's what a lot of younger people are going, and maybe they're just simulating those experiences.
I don't know.
And
That's the future of social media. That's the real future. of
That's
social.
just the future of interacting. We had a big company rent out the building. I'm not going to say who, but it was like the future of blah, blah, blah. And it was a bunch of like 21-year-olds and like blah, blah, blah. None of them. There was like 40 of them in this building. None of them knew how to interact with each other.
I see that.
They didn't speak to each other.
Yeah.
They had no idea. They were just like, oh my God,
Yeah.
look at that.
My
Like,
son had a meltdown when I asked him to make his own order at Chipotle. Yeah, it was a thing. I was like, dude, you're gonna be fine. Like, they're here to just take your order. You just tell them what you want. Like,
It's the
not a big
social
deal.
interaction
You just gotta
that's
just say
weird.
the words.
Yeah.
Beans.
You know,
beans.
there's like a
Let's not go there.
loneliness
I'm
epidemic
gonna
going
sound like
on.
a boomer, so I'm just gonna be quiet.
there's like, why is that even happening? Because people don't go out to bars anymore.
I think that's part of it. It's not really a craft beer related
No,
thing.
I'm
Like I
sorry.
said, we need to
He's like,
get.
"They got a
I was
fucking
talking about
job."
there's a local loneliness epidemic. People are not meeting and dating, and
No.
there's relationships aren't happening with younger people less than there's ever been.
Yeah.
that's true.
Your birth rates are down. Let's just not. Well, yeah. That's a whole other political discussion.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I know, and that's where it also gets a little hairy with that too, because like there's a lot of that influence that goes along with why people do what they do and choose what they choose and choose not what they choose not. You know, it's like so that's an interesting topic as well.
So if
But
you don't want to
I
be
think-
lonely, if you're young and you don't want to be lonely, come to Thistle Draft Shop.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
And try beer. Beer's
Come
great.
to Thistle Draft
It's
Shop and
amazing.
we'll get you laid.
You can have some interesting conversations after.
Yeah.
Come to Thistle Draft Shop and we'll get you laid. We
Yeah?
know what you like.
Wait, that's what's going to go on the billboard.
That's what's gonna go on the billboard.
That's the best.
This has been amazing, guys. I think maybe we should shut it down.
Yeah, I
though.
think
Yeah.
we're done. I don't know
Yeah.
how to top that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah, it's been great.
Cheers.
Thank you for coming
Hey,
on,
thank you for
Hugh,
inviting me.
Mariah.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate y'all. You're gonna be on TikTok
I'm so excited.
later, guys. See ya next week. Actually, at Megaton Brewery, we're doing the 17th episode at Megaton Brewery with Chris and me and Casey and JP.
Yeah, it's gonna be the bomb.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.